Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Club Kawana, where we're at today up on the sunny Sunshine Coast. I can assure you that the weather's slightly better than it is on the Gold Coast. And this afternoon we're bringing you a other Premier League match, and the players are starting a little bit early today to try and beat the weather conditions. And as always, the co-host this afternoon is Gary Thomas. Afternoon, Gary.
Yes, good afternoon to you too, Brian, and welcome to everybody, wherever you may be viewing from. We've got the Kawana Thunder, the home team, of course, and they're up against the Tweed Heads Ospreys. And the Thunder will be no doubt looking for another victory. It will be the third one of the year, which might possibly give them an opportunity to enter the top five for the first time this year after their victory last week against the Broadbeach Bulls. And the Tweed Heads Ospreys will be looking for their fourth victory of the year, this being round 5, which will consolidate their position in the top 5. They're currently sitting at number 3. So, Brian, we're looking forward to a mighty clash this afternoon, and as we've alluded to, the management and the teams have collectively agreed to start the match. It was originally due to begin at 5, and then it was brought forward to 3, and they've agreed to commence even earlier than that to escape any possible moisture.
Yes, no, Gary, I think you find that it'll be a very good match-up here between the two teams. I know Kawana look very much excited about hosting Tweed Heads here, and of course our feature rink this afternoon should be a cracker of a game, and I'll let you read the teams out.
Yes, okay, thank you, Brian, and for the they're just completing their powwow, both teams, as you can see. They're wandering to their respective rinks, but the rink we're bringing you today is rink 8, and for the Kawana Thunder we have Russell Van Homrig leading. Jeff Harrison will be playing second. Dean Mcwhinney Shillington will be playing 3, and Dale Mcwhinney Shillington will be skipping the rink. Now they're up against John Belzarolo, who will be leading for the Ospreys. Brendan Wilson playing 2. Young Jake Rinn will be the 3rd, and skipped by the inimitable Kelvin Kerkow.
Well, mate, what a great matchup we've got here. And as I said, the Kawana Thunder team is very, very excited, Gary, about hosting this, and it's brought to you on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, ably led by Mr. Robbie Allen. And we're, just to let everybody know, we're using our brand new setup here this afternoon. And, of course, this is brought to you courtesy of Premier League Queensland. And a big thank you to Club Kawana, who have been very helpful here this morning. We see a great start there by Russell.
Fantastic start by Russell, just butting in there. He's got to touch it with his first bowl.
Yes, so we got John Bozzarelli leading against Russell. So again, John's got a pretty good line on this, Gary. It's
just be underneath
it a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, we have had a fair bit of rain here last evening. We've had, I've been told by most of the people here, we've had just over 28 mil. So the green is very holding, but looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? It looks in wonderful condition, that's for sure.
Well, it's nice and green, Brian, isn't it? That's for sure. And there's another great shot here from Russell, if you don't mind. He's got to, well, you stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Cop that one, son.
Yeah, we're here to play.
Welcome to Kawana.
Yeah, just to give you folks the other matchups on rink 9 we've got for Kawana. Anthony Hughes is leading. Paul Gilbert is second. Ian Schuback is playing 3rd. And Nick Carl, the young junior star from Toowoomba a few weeks ago, will be skipping the rink. And they're up against Max Japray, Jaden Cottle, Chloe Stewart and Kurt Brown, the skip. And on rink 10 we've got Keith Wally, Mark Williams, Peter Hughes and Anthony Williams. And they're up against young Kira Burke, Clint Bailey, Peter Taylor and Wayne Turley.
Some great teams there, haven't they? There's 2 great teams. As you expect in Premier League.
Well,
they're quality players everywhere.
Well, they are, and that's what the Premier League is all about. They spare no effort to get some of the better players around in order to participate in this time-honoured event.
We see Brendan Wilson just going a bit long with his first bowl. As we
Yep, yeah, take that because you'll need to know the player.
We see Jeff with his second bowl. I tell you what, he's not got a badly pointed.
Jeff Harrison, he's got a perfect line. He's just underneath it a bit.
Makes it a bit hard. I mean, they could probably use John's green bowl there, get an inside edge off that, Gary.
Yeah, well, that's what they'll be trying to do.
Kelvin's basically asking for.
That's it.
If you can share it out there, ladies and gentlemen, as often as you can, get it out there to as many people as we possibly can. Be absolutely, thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, some sort of shot here from Brendan. I'm just not sure if we're going to get a proper view of that.
Well, he's opened it up anyway. He's opened it up for Kelvin. So
just to give you the other matches that will be played today too, folks, for round 5. Pine Rivers are hosting the North Toowoomba Bushrangers, who registered their very first victory last weekend against the Burleigh Heads team. The Algester All-Stars are at home against the Enoggera Eagles, who currently sit, and what happened there?
Great bowl there. Jake Wren just picked up the kitty.
Okay, yeah.
Just picked up the kitty nicely.
Now, where did I get to? The Algester All-Stars are hosting the Enoggera Eagles, who are the only undefeated team in the competition and sit proudly on top of the table with 4 victories. Hamilton Power, who I think they've only managed to draw a game, haven't they, in their first 4. They're up against the Burleigh Hammers, who'll be looking to bounce back from last week. Victoria Point Magpies are at home to the Helensvale Hawks. And the Broadbeach Bulls be looking to bounce back after their loss to Kawana last weekend. They're at home to the Belmont Blaze. Most of the games, the first 4 that I mentioned, they're all to commence at 5 p.m. So we won't be able to give you any possible updated scores at the other venues.
Well, I must admit, Gary, it's the conditions up here, the humidity is absolutely stifling at the moment. After you'd anticipate after the rain last evening.
Yep.
But so the green's probably running around about 12 and a half seconds, which you'd anticipate after a drenching as we had last night. As we see
that's it.
Dale having a good look at this bowl here. He's having a good look at this. He's coming down.
What's he done? He's gone up. He's gone through the goddamn hole.
Just went through the hole.
You wouldn't expect, and let's face it, the greens look in magnificent condition, but with the amount of rain that has been in the area in the last 48 hours, you wouldn't expect the greens to be running much quicker than about 12 seconds, which I think was
great bowl there by Kelvin Kerkow.
Confirmed by 1 or 2 of the players.
Great bowl there by Kel. Got another bowl in the head, so pretty handy there. So we see Dale having another look at this. I tell you what, he's not far away. He's got a good line on this one, Gary. He just touched that front one.
He's thrown his hands on top of his head.
Got his head on top of his head.
Now, because I've been going on with all this information that I feel is very necessary for you folks watching at home, I'm just not entirely sure who's got shot and how many.
Well, I'd say they'd be holding possibly 2.
Cal's pinched his line on this a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. Beautiful weight.
Well, he did, didn't he?
Beautiful weight.
Now, what are they indicating? Jakey Rin's there. He's having a decent look. And I think he's indicated 3.
I think he said 3 there.
3 to the Tweed Heads Ospreys, which would be a very handy pick-up on the first end.
So if you keep sharing out there, ladies and gentlemen, then we get it out to as many people as we possibly can. It's an absolute pleasure bringing you this telecast from Club Kawana. It's a wonderful destination we have up here. It's a beautiful spot. If you happen to be on the Sunshine Coast, come down and see these champions game. They've got nice cold beer, beautiful food. They've got beautiful clubhouse in there, Gary.
Well, that's one of the things I discussed with you coming up here too, Brian. You'll remember that not only do we enjoy the live streaming and being able to travel around a bit and watch quality lawn bowls, for me particularly, it's an opportunity to see some of the clubs that I've never been to before. And Kawana is certainly one, and I'm very impressed.
It looks like they've done the clubhouse up.
Well, they have, and it's very
absolutely marvellous inside, as we see.
Very plush inside, isn't it?
We see Russell with his first bowl. He's got a beautiful line on that Gary, just his weight. So
yeah, they're playing unders and overs here a bit, aren't
well,
they?
it'll take them a few ends to pick up the pace of the green.
And we
so
say a good afternoon to Roy Campbell. Good afternoon to you, Roy. Darren Stanley is watching from the Summit Bowls Club. Andrew Montgomery, sound is clear and perfect. Thank you, Andrew. That's something we needed to hear. We've had a few comments. We've had a few comments in the last few weeks, but we've sorted it. And it wasn't necessarily our fault.
No, but it's been sorted anyway.
Yeah, Roger Goodrich, I hope the rain holds up. Well, we certainly do, Roger, and that's one of the reasons that they've all started playing a little earlier. Ben Madsen, good bowl, Kelvin, in the way. He's laughing about that. Diane Lanham and Colin Hayes are watching, and Michael Turner is watching.
Hey, Onions, how are you, mate?
Wouldn't he be playing?
They'll be playing this afternoon sometime, I assume.
Oh, of course.
Weather permitting.
Not until 5 o'clock.
Not looking very healthy on the Gold Coast. If you look at the bomb side.
They're on their way to Hamilton, aren't they?
They're on their way to Hamilton. So, as we see, Jeff Harrison looks though he's cut his grass with this one.
Yes, he has. But it's not all doom and gloom. Now, this young fellow has always impressed me, Brendan.
And Brendan Wilson, yeah.
I've always admired, and I've
got a nice line on this, Gary. He's got it very well pointed.
I've been watching this young lad from quite some years now.
Oh, just going to sneak.
Yes,
no, he just touched it. Unlucky there. He had a beautiful line on it for what he was
I've always been impressed with Brendan. Yep. Paul Staggard Sr. is watching. G'day, Stags, and Brian Stewart. Good afternoon to you too, Brian.
G'day, Brian Staggers, mate. Just watch these guys, mate. You might learn something, son.
Hello, the Kawana boys have got the broom out here and they're shoving this towards the head, but it's not going to work.
No, it didn't work at all.
No, they had the shovels and rakes out there trying to push it in a bit closer.
I noticed Jake playing 3 this week, Gary. It's not a bad move because he's a good young player.
Well, he is indeed. I mean, he proved that, didn't he, Brian, up at North Toowoomba in the juniors, and he's only 17 or 18 years of age, and he's got a tremendous future in the game. He came away with a victory when he skipped the winning under-18 pairs, I believe it was.
Yeah, I think they had success also too, if I remember correctly, in the triples. We see a nice bowl here by Jake. Going to run out.
Yeah, they got the silver medal in the triples, didn't they?
Yeah, just pulled up a little bit there.
Chrissy Pavlov is watching. Good afternoon to you, Chris.
And I'll just let everybody know that we have the under 15 state champion singles player here in
the ladies.
Sophie Allen. She's here watching the game and she's trying to learn, and I think she got all her skill from her auntie Tony and her grandmother Julie.
She didn't get any from her
Poppy.
But no, I don't think Robbie.
Who?
He wouldn't have had no influence.
Who?
Our director of everything, Robbie Allen.
That's all right. He's directing him.
I've never seen a bloke so proud on a bowl screen.
So he should have been.
When Sophie won the lady under 15 singles.
Mate, so he should have been. He did a great job helping her.
You couldn't have wiped the smile off his face with an oxyacetylene.
Oh, I reckon if I got him a pie, it would have wiped the smile off his face. He would have gone straight for it, mate. We see another good-looking bowl here by Jake. He's going to sit this blue bowl. He's
a very talented bowler.
That's a great bowl.
That's a lovely shot, Jake. He's a very talented young bowler.
So
he's got the low 5 there from his teammates.
Yeah. Hello, Lindsay. How are you, mate? Good to have you on board, Paul.
And Peter Bryan is watching.
Hey, Pete. How are you?
Good afternoon to you, Mr. Bryan.
Good to have everybody on board. Hope you enjoy the telecast.
Yeah. There's Dino. He's opened his shoulders. He's got one of them out. So I think they'll only be one down.
Bit of danger there, though, Gary, because quite realistically, they got the blue bowl there also, I guess. Yeah, they got 2 bowls in the head. They probably have, as you said, probably third and.
Now Jake's having a bit of a bo-peep here. He's just trying to work out how many they've got. I suspect it's only one.
Yes, I'd say it'd be one at this stage, but there's these 2 players to come, mate, with 2 bowls each. don't think shot's been played yet, Gary.
Yeah, and Robbie's got his new toy set up here. We're not too sure what
little instruments everywhere. So, but we must admit, through the great help of Brett Clifford, who did a great job here this afternoon. He ran out all the chords absolutely perfectly.
He did.
See how.
Now, we got the players who have been reminded to please keep clear of the cameras. And after the third end, they've all decided, no, we're not doing that. And we couldn't see what happened there. So, sooner or later, get them to stand away. The bowlers are up there, and we're trying to get a message to them, and we've just gone to a side-angle camera, which we're able to do from time to time, and this is one of those times.
Good bowl there by Kel, coming to a pretty good home of a pull.
Dale Mcwhinney, Shillington, who's skipping the rink, well, no doubt he's just directly in front of us here. He will he'll advise them to get out of the way. He's following his bowl down there now, and he's going to give him a bloody earful. And if he doesn't, Robbie will, because he's running up there. He's going to hit someone over the head with a 4B2.
It's all right, he hasn't got a 4B2, but he'll find something.
No, well, whatever.
I thought he may have even picked up Sophie and gone down to throw her at him.
He'll pull one of the scoreboards out of the ground and crack him over the head with one of them, I feel sure. Now, they've been advised to get out of the way. No, I think Dale was the first one down there to mention that.
Mm-hmm. They're having a bit of a look, so...
Yeah. David, they picked up another.
Looks like 3, Gary.
Well, there you go.
3.
David Baker has joined the coverage, and a very good afternoon to you, Bakes.
Hey, Dave, how are you, my friend?
Always very welcome. And Dave shares it around out there, which is all very good.
Yep. Now, what we're going to do too, pretty early in the piece this afternoon, Gary, I'm going to disappear for a little while, and going to bring in a guest commentator, Mr. Brett Clifford.
Okay, we're just not too sure. I think it was 3 they got there, wasn't it?
Yep.
So the score appears to be 6-0 in favour of the Tweed Ospreys, and there's a lovely start once again from Johnny Balzarolo. And we'll give you updated scores on the other rinks as and when we can. But in the meantime, Brian has decided he's going walkabout. Fiona Hall is watching. Well, if Fiona wasn't watching, we'd be sending an ambulance around to her place, because there would have to be something wrong if Fiona wasn't watching. And welcome to you, Brett Clifford. Good afternoon.
Hello, Cougar. Great to be here, Kawana again. Great match going to be on our hands here.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
As you said before, coming off a great win last week, the Kawana
They did. I think they defeated my Broadbeach Bulls by 3 shots.
Yes, it was a close game.
And Broadbeach will be looking to atone for that defeat today when they host the Belmont Blaze.
Ah, okay. All right, so it's a real Leeds game today. If you let your league can get them on there.
The way the pace of the green is, Brett, you would certainly think that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
It's first in, best dressed.
Yes, exactly.
Today, right. And I think you'll find that there'll be quite a bit of heavy weighted shots played.
There will be, to try and clear a path.
That's exactly right.
Well played here. Just going to end up a little bit short.
Just run out of puff. Well, that was Jeff Harrison with the white bowls. Now, Brendan Wilson has been asked to stay on the same hand. He just ran through. I know he's got him to swap over.
Yeah, he wants him to play sort of a
yardage
through.
Well, I don't know if he's going to hold enough, is he?
If he gets the inside of this, he's going to be all right.
Well, he did. He did.
Well, that's how you do it.
So that's now 2 shots to the Tweed Ospreys.
2 or 3, yes, close for the third there, but yeah.
Got a lady looking over my shoulder here. That's okay. That's all right. Now, Dale Mcwhinney's having a decent look at this, and this is a very nice attempt from Jeff. He's just run past a wee bit.
It's not a bad little position there.
No.
Not going to get much value for short today. That's
No, you won't. And it would be so easy to drop short too, Brian, today, wouldn't it?
Exactly right. Yes, you've...
sorry.
That's all right. I'll answer to anything, especially if you're buying me a drink.
Yeah, well, Julie Allen's watching. Good afternoon, Jules. And so is the law fraternity, Ian Law, and probably with a few other firm members.
Yeah. Okay.
Brendan's just...
they're holding 3 there now,
well,
definite 3. Got to disturb this head a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know whether that... I don't know
Dale,
whether
we don't want to see that view, but we... He's very close.
Whoa.
Very, very... 3 up,
Oh,
3 down to 3 up. How about that?
Well, that's Dino for you, Dean McWhinney.
Very nice bowl.
And he's turned that into 3 shots. And here comes what
Here
we
we go.
suspected would be a bit of crunch issue.
He's got 2 of them out.
2 of them out.
Yeah. Oh, Dean's on the mat again.
And that's Jakey Wren who played that. And Dean McWhinney on this time he'd just be trying to dead draw. It looks as though he could be a little bit high-wide and handsome. I think his weight's okay, isn't it? He's come back
he
with
was
decent weight. He's
come
just
to
a little bit
high.
wide, yeah. He chastised himself over that. He probably didn't need to. But now from what I can see of the scoreboard, it is 6 to the Ospreys.
Yes.
And the Thunder yet to open their account.
Exactly.
On rink 9, it's very early doors, so we can't take too much notice, folks. But on the rink next door,
Kelvin's going for this. He's a little bit wide, but he might get the result.
Special K's come flying through the head there, and he didn't quite get what he was after, and they could be more than 1 down here.
Yes, it's pretty hard to
judge. Well, I think Johnny Bowles, that's John's green bowls.
Yes,
John Bowles,
that might be second.
They might only be 1 down here. I think that's probably what the case is. Now on rink 9, which is Nick Carl versus Kurt Brown, the score I believe is 1-all. And on rink 10, still very early in the game, Wayne Turley is leading Anthony Williams.
Nice ball there, but that won't change Kelvin's shot.
Well,
he's playing a little less weight.
Well, yeah, certainly less weight.
He's trying to land the jack or set the bar.
Well, I don't know. He's got a pretty damn good shot here. If he just sits this out. Oh, he didn't. What a terrible shame.
They're still holding 2, I think.
Well, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yes. Okay, Dale's delivered the bowl, trying to add to the count. Won't hurt if he touches the jack.
And once again, we've got players in our view.
Yes.
Tell you what, he's played a damn good shot there.
Well, we're a bit lucky we can look over there.
Well, we can, but the viewers can't.
No.
Well, they've taken 2 out, and I believe that's all it may be. So the Kawana Thunder have opened up their account, and we're just questioning how many it was.
Yeah, 2.
2, was it?
Yes.
2, thank you, boys. Keep out of the way of the camera, thanks, Bo. You got to keep clear of the camera as best you can. I know it's not easy. Brendan, how are you? Brendan Wilson. We'll get Brendan to whack him. He's a big guy, isn't he? He can sort him out.
Yeah, it's
okay. So
just takes a little bit of getting used to.
Well, it does, and we don't want to be too critical.
No,
because they're the main. Well, they're the stars of the program, aren't they?
Nice lead bowl.
Yeah, that's a good start from Russell Van Homrigh.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Oh, I got no idea. But he hasn't said anything to me yet.
No.
We've got to be close.
Not a bad reply here.
Johnny Bell's a Rollo.
Beautiful weight.
Yes, he did have. He'll
holding the
that.
shot.
He'll fix that.
Yeah, I think he's got the shot.
He's too good a bowler not to. But they all are too, Brett, aren't they?
They are very good matchups in this,
good grief.
this game.
Nice glass of water.
Yeah,
Nice,
thank you for the water, Brian.
The
It's
brown
very
water,
much
it's very nice.
Now, Russell's he's corrected his weight beautifully there, but he's just pinched his line a bit, but he might still have one or two.
Very handy bowl in the headbutt.
Oh, they're all, like I say, it's going to be a Leeds battle, isn't it? The way the green is playing.
A little bit
Well,
unlucky
it
there.
certainly counts now.
Close bowls and
Johnny Boz was just a wee bit wide.
just a fraction wide.
But you would expect that it's going to be a bit of a Leeds game, as we alluded
100%.
to before.
Yes.
First in, best dressed, don't you think, Brett?
100%. Jeff's got a nice bowl here.
Oh, he has.
Just slips through the hole, but it's not going to hurt.
No, it's come to a very nice position.
I think he will follow him down here too.
Well, now, Brendan Wilson, he's decided he's playing his backhand. Now, I'm just not entirely sure he's wide enough. He might get the flick edge.
He's going to get the ball inside.
He
has. The other rub. There we go.
Well, he's done that 2 or 3 times already, hasn't he?
Well, he's up in the general area.
Well, he is, and I'm sitting there saying, well, I just don't know if he's wide enough, but you got to keep in mind that the green is running a little slower than what it would normally be.
Exactly.
It's got nothing to do with the greenkeeper. It's all to do
the weather,
with the precipitation.
That's the key word, isn't it? And the humidity. It's
it's certainly not cold.
All right.
Brendan is.
Yeah. He might be a little bit wide.
I think he could be.
Yeah.
Although that appears to be slightly the wider hand, but he's not that wide.
Yeah, but he's with all catches, aren't they?
And Brendan's mum's here today as well, and she's skipping Wendy Wilson. She's skipping one of the Premier A rinks.
See, Wayne Masters is watching.
Wayno.
Yes.
He's a regular, Wayne.
Sean Keeping.
Oh, well, there's the keepers are always there, aren't they? And what's
he'd be
happening
kicking
here?
himself about that one. That's
Yes, it's not.
I know everyone says sometimes you've got to be up, but it's just.
Well, you do. Now, Jake Wren.
Yes.
This young.
Played some boomers, hasn't he?
Well, he has already,
Wow.
and he's going to play many, many more before he.
I have that feeling.
He's a wonderful young talent.
They're going to be a bit unlucky here.
Well, he is. He's knocked Dino's bowling,
has.
and I'm tipping that he might have even knocked it in for shot.
Right, we'll see if Dino can correct here. I'm sure he can.
Well,
he's hunting it down.
His weight wasn't too bad. He's just trying to bloody.
Yeah.
He gets an inside
He
click
sits
off
it
that.
fat, and that's how you do it.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
That's a very nice bowl.
Might get a little high five. There we go.
Now, Kelvin has indicated they're 3 down.
Controlled weight. Hang on, false start.
He's had a bit of a slips no go.
Yes. Oh, look out, they'll have another one.
There's another ball. Oh, no, what's that?
Oh, it's all happening. It's all happening.
I think someone threw that there deliberately, put him off.
You reckon gave it the 3rd try?
Yeah. So now here comes Jakey Wren. Is he going to get back in time? This is the big question.
His weight's very good.
His weight's first class.
Yeah, and he's just not going to.
He's
got to get through that front port there.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Well, now this is where Kelvin, he's sort of bloke he's at his best with these, isn't he?
He is.
This is the sort of shot that he can play with confidence because of the experience that the man has.
Exactly right. Been there, done that a million times.
Yeah.
What's Dale going to do here?
Dale, he's playing his backhand.
All right.
Now he's got that tighter line, which we expected you need to have on that hand, but
now he might plug this little hole up, which is.
He jumped.
Oh,
he hasn't quite, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Callum be breathing his sigh of relief here because he's still got a chance to get through there.
Exactly right.
Now, here he comes. He doesn't appear to be too wide. It looks as though he might be all right to me. He's got the clap and he's got the jack.
Oh, it's bounced off the ball.
And he's tipped it the wrong way.
Hang on.
But the Tweed Heads boys are giving him the Allah be praised. They've given him the Allah be praised because Jakey Ridders indicate they've now got shot.
Wow.
They've given you a big cheer on that one, Kel. Kelvin, we're very close actually, closer than we've probably ever been before
right, yes.
to the live action.
Well, it's not a bad little head for to Dale to play
Dale,
to here.
well, Dale be now. He's got the right sort of line, and
he has actually. If he's got the weight here, he's going to be awfully close.
Has he got the weight?
We'll see. Here we go. He's hunting it down. He's got the touch. He's back to the bowl, and he's made 2 or 1.
I think he might have.
Nice bowl. Well converted.
They're giving the low 5. So this is on for young and old here. This game, folks. I'm telling you now. They're all got the high 5s and low 5s, and
they've had a little look around, so they're trying their best to stay out of there.
Yeah, now Kelvin's played his same hand.
Well, I tell you,
he's on the forehand. He appears to be a fraction wider than he was.
He's just going to slip by this one, I think.
What's he done?
Yeah.
He just never got the turn. He
Great
just
effort.
had that extra bit of weight.
Now, what have we got? 1 or 2?
They're having a look at I don't know. They're going down. Yeah, they are. They're going down for a quick tape. They've already kicked one bowl out. And we can't quite see what's happening. We'll find out any minute. Nathan Appleton's watching. Good afternoon to you, Nathan.
Now, on the other rinks.
I don't know what they indicated there. We were just, our vision
Kurt's
was
just played another bowl on rink 9. We don't know what the result was. Oh, Kawana's got a shot. They've put the mat down. So
now, we can't even see the main scoreboard of the Premier A's. Who's leading? Kawana? Okay, well, Brian has just whispered in my ear that the Kawana Thunder are leading the Ospreys 14-5.
And it was a one shot, was it? 3? Yeah,
in the
3 to
Premier
Kawana on Dale's rink here. 3 to Kawana and 6 to the Ospreys. And 1-1. We haven't changed the board over there.
No, they haven't. I was looking at that before.
All right.
We can tell you that Wayne Turley is leading Anthony Williams. Is it 5-2, Brett?
Yes, it is.
5-2, and tells us.
Nice lead bowl here from John.
Johnny the Boss.
Yes.
And we've got quite a few viewers on board with us at the moment. We thank you very much. If you can share it around out there.
Yeah. Luke Day.
And I think maybe it's because...
what a great lead bowl.
Yep.
From Russell.
A lot of the other matches, of course, aren't due to start for another couple of hours or so. So
no, they're not.
A lot of the players who are going to be involved in those other games, I presume, are tuning in to watch at least a little bit of the match we're bringing you.
Belmont, did you say, are playing the Bulls? They normally start at the 5 o'clock mark or around that. They're always normally a late start.
No, well, the Broadbeach at home have traditionally started at 3 o'clock.
Are they playing at home, are they?
Yeah, according to my information.
All right.
There's 2 games due to start at 3. That's the one we're televising, and the Broadbeach Belmont game, which is home at Broadbeach, and the other 4 matches due to commence at 5 p.m.
Brendan's just a little bit wide here, but he was up and he was giving it every chance.
Yep. So now it appears that the Kawana Thunder are holding 1 shot.
Yes. Once again, some good lead bowls in there.
Yep. Now here comes Willow. He looks to be fairly decently down here.
He's awfully close to.
He's got another one of these little
bang, and
rubby
shot.
touches, and he's done it again.
Yeah, very nice bowls.
He's a very talented bowler, Brendan, and I've always liked the way he played. I remember seeing him playing the district sides, and I think he played second for Kelvin in that. No, I can't remember.
Dino's coming down here. It looks a little bit Errol Flynn, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he played second for Brett Wilkie in the district sides, and he played an absolute blinder. Bob McCauley is watching. Good afternoon to you, Bob. And
Gary Bung Schultz. Oh, Schultz.
He's on board, is he?
Yes, he's on one of our top fans.
Yeah. Now, here comes Jakey Wren. What's he got for us? He looks pretty
He's
damn
awfully
good
close
here
to
too.
sitting this bowl, and
Well, he has. That's
nice
magnificent, Jake Wren.
Very, very nice.
That gives him two
Well
shots.
Bowl. Big bowl here of Dean's.
And Dino's got his Technicolor.
I tell you what, if he's around this bowl, he's playing a beautiful bowl.
He is around it, and he's
great bowl.
That's a great shot too, Dino. It's on for young and old.
Well, it is. It's nice bowls being played.
Yes, indeed.
We thought it would be.
Well, we knew that. I mean, Kawana, they've had a fairly decent year already.
Big bowl here, bang, back. There we go.
What's happened here?
We get the respot, do we?
Well, they do, and I think Brendan Wilson's bowl. Well, you could drive a Mack truck through there, couldn't you?
We got Dean's bowl back here.
Yeah, well, where's the jack got to go?
It's there. It's respotted on the tee, and I think that's Dean's bowl. But where did the touching go?
Well, I mean, the nearest bowl's about 10
metre
metres
behind
away.
the tee.
Yeah, nearest bowl's 10 metres away.
Oh, one over here. It's Dean's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about a bit over a metre away.
Yeah, here's a nice bowl here.
What, it's a very, very nice bowl.
Have a look at that from
Yeah.
Dale. He's played an absolute
He
whopper
has.
there. He's only, from what I can see, directly onto the green. He's less than a foot behind.
He is.
And Cal's,
And not a great deal of room to work with, so
No.
it won't be an easy bowl.
well, not only that, but
Kel's dropped short
he's
there.
dropped a long
Very
way
unlike,
short.
Very,
Yeah.
very unlike Kel.
Most
but anyway,
unlike him, isn't it?
he's just proven he's human.
Well, I thought he was, but Luke Day's watching. Good afternoon to you, Luke.
Yes.
Brad Harris, good afternoon, Brad. Now, Dale is playing his second bowl.
Can he
and
repeat the performance?
Well, he looks to be reasonably close again. He's coming up. How's he going? He's going to drop a wee bit short. He's about a metre short or
Yeah.
5 feet or so. But he had the perfect line again, didn't he? Now here comes Cal with his yellow bowls, and he's certainly found the extra
I
weight.
tell you what, he's awfully close
If he
here.
gets around that, he's
He's just going to die, but that's a good bowl. He's cut it down to one.
He did.
Yeah. Luke's just letting us know that Algester, they're starting at 5.
Yeah, we knew that,
Yeah.
Luke. And we repeat that the match committee here and that the two teams themselves agreed to start this match earlier than anticipated in order
Yes,
to
half an hour,
escape
just in
any
case
rain.
we get a bit of something happening with the rain. It's
Yeah,
all
for
around us,
sure.
but
And
I think sometimes we also forget the nightmare it puts on the greenkeepers. We all like to play bowls, but I tell you what, it puts a bit of pressure on the greenkeepers.
It sure does. Now, I think you'll find that the Ospreys are leading 6-4.
Yes, they are. And
I
on the
think-
master board,
Well, I've got
just
an
changing
idea
it
that
now.
I've got an idea we might have put the score on the wrong side there. You've got 7-3 up on your right-hand corner, but I think it's 6-4.
It is. It's
According to the board we're looking at.
Yeah. And the master board, it's the Ospreys are leading 15-9.
Yes, they are.
Early
15-9.
days.
But it's a long, long way to go because it's only... How many? 19-6. Kawana are leading the Premier A
Oh, beautiful lead bowls.
on the 4 rinks over to our far right.
absolutely a skip's dream on this sort of surface where it's running a little bit slow.
Well, that's
to put two bowls down like that. Oh.
Well, Russell Van Homrig, he's started off in excellent fashion, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
I mean, Johnny Belzerolo's done nothing wrong, but...
No, he's not short.
No,
that's one thing you don't want to be.
No. And...
you got Jeff. Oh, no, we've still got, Jeff.
And just to let you know, too, folks, I'll give you a bit of forewarning for next weekend. We'll repeat this during the week so as you don't forget. We've got a double header.
Yes, we have, Gary.
On Saturday, the 15th of February, we'll be at the home of the Broadbeach Bulls, and they'll be up against the Victoria Point Magpies. And then on the following day, the Sunday, we travel to the Pine Rivers Pirates, who will take on the Algester All-Stars.
Yes.
So there's plenty more live action coming your way, and this game, this is round 5. This is only just pretty much just short of the halfway mark of the tournament, isn't it?
Now Brendan's just drawn another. It is, yes. Still lots to happen in the season, and it's very tight.
Yep.
Points-wise.
Now here comes.
Now Kawana's holding 4 here. There's a bit of room.
Brendan Wilson, is Cal getting excited about this? I think he might be.
I think he should be, because that's a very, very good bowl.
That's the Brendan I know.
Yes.
I don't mind telling you, and I'm a big rap for this kid. Well, I'm a rap for all of them because they've been around for a while, and you know the way they can play, Brett, and you just got to sit back and admire them. But
exactly.
I
would imagine Dean's not going to be far away from this.
No, he's pretty close.
The one thing he probably doesn't want is the
clear
jack.
Run.
Yeah, he got both.
He did.
He won to Kawana there.
It would appear to be. But Jakey Rim, Cal just asked him if he can trail a jack a foot or so, that'd be great. But if he gets onto Brendan's bowl, he might just jump off it.
Yep.
Which would be pretty handy. Now, from that angle, it's quite clear that Kawana are holding 1.
If he's got the weight,
now what's Jackie done? How's he going? Cal's gone down.
He's got
on his horns.
Have a look
at that.
Brilliantly
That's
done.
the quality of this young man too. I'm a big rap for him as well. He excelled himself and won a number of medals in the juniors at North Toowoomba about 3 weeks ago, and he impressed me immensely.
All right, Dean's on the mat.
He's a lovely kid too, Brett.
I haven't actually met him yet.
He's a very nice young man. Now, what's Dino done? Has he got a click and run? He just got it a bit thick.
I'm not too sure, but I think they're only the 1 down. It's close for second. Kel's going to get him to swap over. That's the bowls to beat. Just under a metre out there, and he's...
Well, I think he's just a little bit fearful of turning that wing bowl up. Now, if he gets through this little hole, he's a chance. Well, he didn't make a bad effort of it, did he?
He's not made it any easier.
Yeah, now Dean and Dale, they know one another's game like brothers, don't they? Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's because they are. But they play a lot of games together.
They do.
It's recently come back from England, where they acquitted themselves very, very well in the World Indoor Pairs. Now Dale's come back behind a bit there. And Cal with his yellow perils, he's looking okay here if he's got the run.
He is. He's probably got a nice little edge here too.
He didn't need it. Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Well, he's certainly made 2. He might have brought the back one in.
2.
Now, Dino's saying it's only 2.
Yeah. Yeah, the shot's there for Dale.
Russell Hindle is watching. Good afternoon, Russell, wherever you may be. And the viewers that we have on this particular stream is climbing all the time.
They certainly are. Well, it's if you're at home,
And
get on and have a look.
Dale is just going to be a bit short of his run here.
So we've got 2.
Yeah,
Kel's
we've only
holding
got
2.
2.
Mm.
Now, Jake's having a good look at this. He said there's no need for you to alter anything, Kel. Just play the same sort of shot you did. He just comes up and lands his own yellow or gets to the blue one.
See Lorraine Palmer's there just joined us.
Yeah, Kel with his familiar swinging action, leaning on his stick.
Well, I'll tell you what.
He's well down again.
Here.
He's well down again.
He gets the edge.
He got
look at that.
He got the beautiful bounce.
Got to be 3.
3 shots to the Tweed Heads Ospreys.
Yes.
And they're all rushing up to Kelvin saying, do we kiss you now or later?
Mr. Cool. He got the sunnies on.
Oh, never ever forget. Never ever forget when he won that Commonwealth Games.
Oh, the shirt come on.
Singles made the shirt come on. He's got the hairiest chest you've ever seen, doesn't he? Oh, it brings a tear to my eye every time I watch it, and I do just love to relive those certain events.
Tyler Pettigrew was watching.
So,
Janelle Fay Westlake, Josh Miller.
They're coming from everywhere.
They are, so they should be.
Well, why wouldn't you?
God, I would be if I was.
A rainy day, if it's raining down on the Gold Coast, and I copped a bit of rain when I was on my way over to Robbie's place. It was raining cats and dogs, mate.
Jesus.
I run over a poodle.
Not a puddle.
No, a poodle.
Great bowl from John.
Yes, Johnny Boz has got
right on it.
Well, he needed to be, because this young fellow, Russell Van Homrich, has been just marginally ahead of him.
Just an update on this rink score. It's 9 to the Ospreys and 4 to the Thunder.
Yeah, and overall, Tweed Heads Ospreys leading 15-9 on the big board. I think, I'm sure that's been updated for a while. So
other rinks there. We've got a few changes on the other rinks. On rink 9.
Yeah.
On Kurt's rink. He's down 6-1.
He's down 6-1 against Nick Carl.
Yep. Shuey playing 3 for him.
Yeah, and the other rink is, what is it, 3 all, is it?
No, 8 to the Ospreys.
Oh, it's an 8.
Yes.
Okay.
8-3, so
the Ospreys leading, that's Wayne Turley.
So that score wouldn't be right, the overall.
No, he's leading 8-3 over Big Anthony Williams.
All right. We've got a bit of a...
once again, there's Brendan Wilson, who's come in with a lovely shot there. He's just landed on Boz's bowl, and he's got a toucher.
Little bit Errol Flynn.
No, Jeff Harrison he's got reasonable weight, Brett, but he's just knocked the head off it a bit, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
That's like a 4X stubby bowl.
Here comes Jeff again. I'll tell you what.
No, this is Brendan.
Is it Brendan?
Has he got the weight? Don't tell me he's got an inside
click.
It
is Brendan. My
he's
God.
He's got another. No,
I think he's still holding on.
Well, he's made it closer, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Is anyone that, like all this setup here with all this new equipment that Robbie's got?
Oh, yeah.
It's just magnificent.
That was an excellent try
from
Jeff.
Oh. He fixed his grass up beautifully,
didn't he? What? He's touched the bowl. He only had to lay it over.
Is it any wonder Robbie's starting to lose his hair? Hey? He decided he's going to go to Ashley and Martin.
Oh.
And I said, mate, I wouldn't be going there if I were you. Have you seen their bloody prices?
I know.
It's enough to make your hair fall out.
Well, he just doesn't need a front yard. He needs a front and backyard. Anyway, here we go.
Right, now, here comes Jake again. By crikey, I don't think he's played a crook bowl yet, has he?
He only had to lay that bowl over
too. He did too.
Okay, goes Dino up to the mat.
Yeah, the long walk of the lonely third. Christine Mouncey is watching the program, presumably
Hello,
with
Gary.
Gazza.
Having a red wine, would it be?
Yeah, no doubt. Good afternoon to one or both of you. Now, Dino with his Technicolor bowls is coming down. And Dale doesn't seem to be getting all that excited.
Well, he actually rolled up another bowl, so
did.
2 down.
Yeah, he rolled up Brendan's bowl, I think, didn't he?
Yeah.
Now, Kelvin's having a decent look at this. He just wants to discuss it with Jake. He's saying, I think he's indicating to play your forehand and just try and draw around your own bowl.
Yeah, and if you're a little bit over, it's not going to harm at all.
No,
I think that's what he's now calling.
Yeah, because any weight on the backhand from Dino is going to shift the kitty out to the left, isn't it? So This is a very wise call. And if he happens to be a little bit under his line with the right weight, he got a chance to turn his own bowl up.
Played it well.
Has he got the weight to finish where he needs to be? Well, I think he has.
Well.
Yeah, no, Cal's giving him a thumbs up.
And the thing is that if
and he's fallen over too,
if Dean's a little bit wide here, he's got to be a little bit careful.
Well, he does, but I doubt that he'll be using the weight that's going to cause much damage if he happens to be wide. Now, he's not a mile away, but he's just going to be away.
Yeah, that was the problem.
More than he needs to be.
Probably 3 down.
Well, it's 2 in a good measure, isn't it?
And it's becoming a nasty little head.
Cal's walking around with his stick on his shoulder, as he usually does.
It's becoming a nasty little head, Cougar.
Well, it could be nasty, couldn't it?
Well,
if there happens to be any incorrect weight used by the Kawana boys,
Kelvin's going to load up his hand here. He sets that bowl.
Well, I think that's a shot to play.
100%.
So Dale's got to be a little bit careful that he doesn't use too much weight on his backhand in case he clips his own bowl out and continues on through the gap. It could cause a few problems. But Cal's come down. He's got a lovely shot here. He's just got to nestle up that one.
And he has. He's put them both in. That's 4.
Now they've called 4 there.
Yeah. It's a nasty, nasty little head there.
Well, Dale has to be extremely careful here. He can't afford to use any weight, really, unless he goes flat out at it.
Yeah.
But if he goes at it quick, I suggest he might have to go on the forehand because
100%. Punch the short bowl.
Because this backhand, they're holding out, aren't they? Yeah. Now, what's he got for us?
He's trying to punch the short bowl through the head.
And he's got one Cal's out.
Yeah, so it's back to 3.
Now they're holding 3. But step there, he didn't quite get it right, did he?
No, he needed the inside of it.
Well, now the worst thing is that bowl that he turned out of the head of Cal's, it's now no longer there for him to get that kind of shot, is he?
No, the only result he can get on that hand now is punching the short bowl through the jack and the bowl to try and get it to stir up.
Well, that's an option.
Now,
anyway. Cal will be trying very hard not to put that bowl back in a position where
I think anything behind, I think that's what they're calling here. Anything behind is going to be a good, and I think that's what Kel's doing too.
Well, I got the tee covered with Johnny Belzerolo's bowl. Now that'll be another one.
With a double option of not giving him anything to work off at all.
Well, if it happens to be killed here, you would think that the 2 bowls of the Ospreys would come into play.
They will, Narelle Phelps is watching. Millsy Mills.
And now
Okay, what's
We're
he
just
going to do
adjusting
here?
some equipment here, but it all looks pretty good. I hope you're enjoying the talent.
He's gone back to the other hand. He's trying to come under and set the 2 bowls.
Well, he's got the rights. What's he done?
Well,
he's probably still 3 down.
He is, I would say.
3 it is?
Yeah, 3 shots.
He was very unlucky there because
he needed to move it another foot.
Well, he did.
And it brings his outside bowl in.
Of course, and he's grabbing.
It was a great try.
He's grabbing his hair, saying, "What have I done wrong?"
Well, it was a good effort.
Nothing really. He played a great shot.
3 shots.
And it's 3 more to the Tweed Ospreys.
Yes.
And they now take a lead of 12-4 in this particular match. But overall, and I'm not sure that, that 3 wouldn't have gone on.
No.
It looks to me as though the Ospreys will be leading 21, is it? To 13?
Yeah, to 13 most likely.
Yeah,
think,
but like we say, Brett, there's a long way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with the club here, aren't you? This is a lovely balcony area.
Oh, yeah.
That we're on. It's a big timber deck, and there's hundreds of people who are here. Not so many scattered around the perimeter of the green. I guess for fear that it might rain.
Exactly, it's a bit
of a rush.
We just don't know
to get inside. But the timber decking, which is fairly similar to what they have at Tweed Heads, isn't it? With that outdoor undercover area.
Russell's well down here.
Well, that's a lovely shot, Russell. Russell Van Homrich.
No, that was.
Oh, that was Jeff. You threw me into it.
I was throwing the dummy.
Johnny, you did. Johnny Balzarolo. Now Russell's
coming down now.
He's got something to say about this. And
he's got the early clap, and I'll tell you what.
Yes.
That's a great reply. He might have just died on his run.
I don't know. Dean didn't indicate anything, did he?
They're keeping it.
I would have thought that he might have got shot with that, though, just the same. You have a look. Oh, that's pretty hard to tell.
We've got Brendan coming down now. A little bit Errol Flynn.
Yeah, he is.
Very nice
his
weight
was great. He was looking to try and get that inside kiss, wasn't he?
Exactly right.
He bounced onto the jack, which he's done 2 or 3 times, so it's not through any good luck. It's good management.
Jeff's delivered his bowl. Seems to have a fairly good line.
Jeff Harrison. Yes. He's only got to get past.
He's played a good bowl
this
here.
one, and he has.
That's a very nice bowl.
But
it doesn't change Brendan's shot.
No, it doesn't.
No.
But that's a lovely bowl. I wouldn't mind betting they got 2 here. The Kawana Thunder here at the Sunshine Coast Thunderdome. Now, what's Brendan
he's
done?
Going to clear it out the road.
And any of the folks who perhaps are in the local area, by all means get out of the club here and support your local Premier League sports team. And I'm just looking around to see where Brian might be. He might want to come back in and
if he wants to come in,
say hello. Well, I don't know where he is. Okay, so to our eyes, it appears that the Thunder would be holding 2. I'm not sure if that back bowler Johnny Balzarolo's would be second shot.
It's hard to tell.
Now, hello, Brendan. What's he done?
He done the old.
He done a slips no go. He's done it again.
I don't know if he's got enough weight to hold that line.
It's Jake anyway. It's not Brendan. When he had the right sort of weight, he just turned that bowl up.
Just a little bit narrow.
He was.
Yeah. Okay.
But he'll fix that. He's a quality young player, this young fellow.
I think the rain's just hit us a little bit
out
there.
Well, I think it might be just starting because the crowd are sitting around the perimeter.
Okay. Whoa, Dean, what's happened there? He slipped off the mat.
The crowd around the perimeter of the green are making a beeline to the balcony here where we are. Starting to rain. A little bit, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So they're all...
We've got Jake.
It doesn't appear to be too heavy, although it's going to be annoying, Brett, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, Jakey's under it again, I believe.
He's going to pump his own, but no.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Looks to me as though the Thunder is still holding 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean didn't slip off the mat that time.
Dean Mcwhinney. He's probably
a little bit
going to be a little bit wide again. Yeah, I think Cal will probably just be trying to play a backhand shot, don't you, Brett?
I would certainly think so.
You're looking at trying to sit the white or just move the jack.
Yep.
Probably 6 inches or so back towards Boz's bowl.
Yep, that's the shot to play.
Now, can you see Brian? No, I don't know where Brian is. He's more than welcome to come back if we can find him.
So it's now a little bit of a wiping on the bowls because we've had a little scud come over.
Yep. Just got enough to send the outdoor spectators into the balcony area.
I don't know whether Kelvin will hold this line.
No, he hasn't got enough.
No.
His weight's good though, again.
Yeah, it was good weight.
Yeah, well, they're chipping away at this, and
exactly.
They've had 3 goes, and they've just pinched their grass at the 3 bowls we've seen. I hope the picture and everything's coming through mighty fine wherever you're listening from, and it's pleasing to note that we haven't had any comments about the quality of the sound.
100%.
And it was raised with me through I think it was the Lawn Bowls Australia site during the week about the sound quality, and I managed to explain to a couple of people who were inquiring what you needed to do to make sure, especially if you're listening on a mobile phone, what you needed to do to make sure that the
Kelvin
sound...
got a fraction more weight.
What's he going to do here?
Oh, he's going to pump that?
Well,
no, he's
he
not.
Just missed it.
Oh, boy.
Well, the white bowl there of Jeff's has just fallen on the jack, so I feel quite certain that they'd be holding 2 now. Here he is. We've been looking for you, Brian. I'll just vacate the chair for welcome back Brian Marshall.
This one. Okay, well, Dale's about to let this go. It's a tricky little head for him. I don't know whether... he can get in there to add. Yeah.
Afternoon, Brett.
Good afternoon, Brian.
It's looking a little bit black out there, my friend.
Yes, a little scud came over, a little cleansing scud.
Yes, I don't think it's going to be very cleansing by the looks of what's out there, my friend. I like to think that way, but it's anyway, on with the game, and what a great battle we've got on here. Nice and close, 18-13 after 16 ends, and 30-16 after 28 ends over in the reserve. So we're clicking them over, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Might be a good call starting early this afternoon.
I think it might have been.
And
to constitute a game, if it's rained out, how many ends?
Yeah, if I can remember.
I might get our technical department onto that.
Yeah, I should know. I actually read it in the conditions of play, but I just can't recall it.
To constitute an early finish in a game, if it's rained off, how many ends constitute a game? Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm sure someone listening might know for us. All right, here we go.
So they've lengthened the ends slightly, but they've taken the mat right back.
Yes, they have. Yep.
But they've taken the mat, so it's good to see the Kawana boys varying the length, so don't let the off-sprays set into a nice routine where they can feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So we see Russell playing his first bowl, playing his forehand. What a great crowd we got up here too, though, mate.
Oh, we have. There's plenty
people around there, isn't there?
Yeah, the club's booming.
Yeah, there's plenty of people inside looking out also too. So it's what a great atmosphere we have here this afternoon.
All right, John's reply.
Ball starting to work, coming back now, pretty good, but just a little bit long. But good, nice little home just there.
Yes, not going to harm.
I think Kel wouldn't mind that one, mate, for a first.
100%. No, exactly right.
If you haven't got a resting toucher, make sure you're behind it.
Yes. He's going to run this out, or is he going to drop a bit short?
No, just going to drop a bit short. Beautiful line there, though, Brett.
Was.
So a bit of a correction here by John. Just got to change his weight slightly. His line's really not too bad. So keep those comments coming through.
He looks to have a better line on this.
Oh, just missed it.
Just a fraction, but he's held on for
shot. Yeah, Kelvin's.
Yes.
Kelvin's got one finger in the air, so.
We got Mick Harry. Anyone going to update the scores? Yeah.
The scores are up there, mate.
We're just going to update the game we're filming, which is 12 to the Ospreys and 6 to the Kawana Thunder on our TV rink.
Kurt Brown's down 7-2 and Wayne Turley's in front 12-4. It's the three scores over the rink for it to be 18-13 in favour of the Tweed Heads Ospreys. So,
all right.
We've got Jeff Harrison now, left-hander, of course. Seems to be playing the, what do you classify that as, Brett? The tight hand, I guess?
It seems a little bit tighter.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice line, just a little bit good home there, though, that's for sure. See Brendan Wilson with his first bowl. Second bowl, I should say, but looks at that. Tell you what, he's got this pretty well pointed.
He is. He's just going to flick that, and he's probably
lopped in for another shot.
Yes,
more than likely. Nice little trail on there too for Kelly if he wants it, mate.
There is.
Or young Jake first up, of course. So we see Dino going to the head, of course. Tell you what, mate, the humidity's got twice as bad.
It has.
Just sitting here on the balcony, I'm sweating like anything.
Oh.
The humidity's stifling.
We need more brown water.
Yes, you got that right. Lovely drop of brown water they have up here on the Sunshine Coast. Is he going to get inside edge? Just going to miss it. He's
going to find the hole. Yeah,
just going to miss it. Jake doesn't muck around. I can't get over how these juniors, though, how they've grown so much in the last
they have
12 months or so. They're just absolutely, they've all shot through the roof.
Haven't they? Wouldn't like to be feeding them at home.
Oh, no, in the world, my friend. That's for sure. Okay, Jake. Yeah, you can still have a pretty good line on this, or it might be a bit wide. No, starting to work back now, work back nicely. He had the right idea, but he's giving Kelbez backwards, so he's quite happy with that.
Yeah, 100%.
You're going to miss, make sure you're in behind on a green like today. Yeah. He's got a nice line on this one, Dean.
He's going to hang out there, I think.
Yeah, he's going to pump his bowl up, though. Oh, no, he needed a bit more weight than that, mate, didn't he? You know?
At least a couple of foot now.
Yeah. A bit of an open shot here for young Jake, if he can take advantage.
100%.
He likes it, he's following it down.
And he's just dropped that fraction off to sit in there. He has... No, he doesn't like it. But I think it's a very good bowl.
I think it's a very good bowl too, Brett. I'd be happy with it, mate.
I would be.
I'd be high-fiving everyone after that. No, it's... I mean, what are you doing a day like today? I mean, you see Brendan Wilson's got his jacket on, but you'd be sweating hot.
You would,
exactly. You'd be sweating worse under the jacket, I think, than...
100%. All right, here we go.
So Dale's playing his first...
Yeah, he might be just a bit on the thin side too.
Yeah, weight's not quite there neither, so... Kelvin's got a bit of a free kick on this.
He has.
Kelvin's one person can make a team pay when they have a bit of a miss too, isn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And back to the head. Assume he plays backhand there.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Just got to drop under that wing bowl.
He doesn't want to fatten the head up, but as in drop something. That side of the head's all right, but he doesn't want to drop something out wide there on the other side because Dale will smack it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, Dino's given him a bit of a message to play through the head.
Yeah, he's got to pump something here, whether it's a jack or these bowls or stir something up. And he's awfully close. He's awfully close. He's gone through the hole. Oh,
gee whiz, that was close, wasn't it?
Wow.
Kelvin's got the opportunity here to put another one in there. I assume they're holding 2 shots by the looks of it.
I think they are, yeah.
He's taking a bit more grass with this one too. Boys are interested in this. Jake's down having a bit of a look at it.
He's going to sit on these bowls over here, and that creates another shot.
Yeah, great bowl.
Might be one in, one out, I'm not sure. What have we got there? We've got at least 2, haven't we?
Well, you think
By the
that?
look of it. Closest bowl looks like it's that front one.
Yes.
Deceptive how close that is. Right, well, we know one's in. Ah, okay, that was deceptive.
Mm.
That's only the one. Whoa, hang on. Did it rub
It's
or
close.
not? Only the one. I
Looked
think.
like one bowl, looks it?
Yeah. Looked like it was just a little bit more than a rub. The other 2 out of it. So.
Yep.
Okay. Score now is 13-6 to the Ospreys.
Yeah, it did look as though there was at least 2 shots there, Brett, didn't it?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
It just goes to show you how deceptive they can be at times.
On the other rinks, I can looking over on Kurt's rink. What do we got there? It's 7-2 to Kawana.
And still 12-4
On the end rink there.
to Wayne Turley's rink.
Yes. So.
And Peter Taylor looks as though he's telling Wayne he's 1 down.
Now they've just changed the master board. The actual score is 27 to Tweed Ospreys and 17 to Kawana Thunder.
Well, that's a bit of a change around.
Yes.
Just look. And in the reserves, it's 36-17 on 32 ends to the Kawana Thunder. As we see Russell playing his first bowl, playing back away from the club rooms here at Club Kawana.
Yes, it's so important. These two leads have had a real tussle here too.
Yes, they certainly have.
Changes the whole game, especially on a long end like this.
Yeah, John just cutting his grass slightly
Yeah.
there with that one, so it's advantage to Russell. Definitely got one there.
Brad Harris is watching. Neil Wood.
Colin Hayes, Roger Goodridge, Sean Keepy, Christine Mousey,
Yes.
and Russell Hindu sitting just there is watching it also. Of course, Russell is the manager of the Tweed Ospreys and a member of the Gold Coast Tweed District, director of the Gold Coast Tweed District. Does a great job for us, Russell. As we see Brendan with his first bowl, playing his forehand, just got to come around these front ones. I think he's achieved the first part.
Yeah.
His weight looks pretty good. He's really just got to pull
Just
up.
making sure he was
Just
up
made
with
sure
it.
he was
Yeah.
there, so he reached it. Jeff Harrison with his next bowl. Was Jeff a left-hander?
He's
Dale's
got a-
interested in
He's
this.
got a good line if he's just going to.
I think he's got good weight on it too, mate.
onto it. Yeah.
Lovely
Yeah.
weight.
Good bowls.
Lovely weight.
Yeah.
And Brendan just got to just change his weight. His line was not too bad at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's gone a little bit unders overs.
Yeah,
has he?
this is what can happen too, isn't it, when you're
Yeah.
over with your first one?
Exactly.
You always have a tendency of dropping a bit with your second one, don't you?
You think you're only taking a yard, but
Well, particularly a green like this today with a bit of moisture in the air too, it's really starting to slow down.
and yeah, exactly right. And we've also had a little scud come over. He's well down here again.
Yep, two
Just
great bowls.
Two very nice bowls.
Yeah, well, goal would definitely be 3 down there.
Oh, yes.
So Kelvin just telling him, play your forehand, Jake.
Give me a bowl in that head.
Yep.
Because one of the hands is almost blocked off to anything.
Well, it is, isn't it? I don't think they could really play the backhand there and sneak under there with the angle that they've got.
It's a pretty important bowl coming up here.
Yeah.
Because
he's got to play his forehand, really.
Yeah, he's got to. Because if he doesn't get one in here, Kawana can lock this head off by...
Yeah. Oh, don't know about his line. He's going to sneak under this way.
Well, no.
He's not bad weight for what he's after.
Beautiful weight.
Yeah. Had good weight.
Yes.
Colin Hayes. What have we got there? We got a few questions there, have we?
Oh, just a little statement saying he loves watching these kind of games, and he's getting set to play his first pennant game at the end of the month.
Fantastic. Great to hear, Neil. I hope you enjoy your game.
I'm sure you will.
So we see Dean. I tell you, this bowl's coming back nicely too.
It is.
Yeah, lovely bowl there.
He'd love this to just stop a little bit out, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
He has made this extremely hard now. Yeah. Yeah. Got to disturb something here.
Yep. Well, he's got a better line.
Yes, he has.
And he likes it. He's following it. His bowl's just starting to work now. He's just got to come in under this one. Oh, he's just going to go around it.
And got the flick, and I
gee
tell
whiz.
you.
Great try, though.
Was, and it's...
Great try.
It's a tricky little head, this.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I mean, what are they, 5? 4 down.
Yeah, I'd say 4. But no, that's Jake's bowl there.
Yeah, Jake's, yeah.
Jake's bowl.
Maybe
It might
4.
only be 3. Might only be 3.
I don't know how far out that front one is.
Front one is, yeah. And really, Kelvin's got nothing to hit. You know what I mean? He's
100%.
He's got nothing where he can actually attack the head. As we know, Kelvin likes to attack. You know what I mean?
If Dean could roll his own bowl over here,
well, look, could make it very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just getting up to the head.
We just thank Brett for his input there, and we're just having a bit of rotation here with Mr. Gary Thomas coming back on board. And as the cloud gets a little bit lower here at Club Kawana, but what a wonderful facility they have here. They've got 2 very nice greens and a magnificent clubhouse. Absolutely first-class clubhouse. Welcome back, Gary.
Yeah, thank you, Brian. And we mentioned that before. The clubhouse is quite impressive, isn't it?
Certainly is.
And this is my first trip to Kawana, so it's also all new to me.
Tell you what, Kelvin's not going to be far away with this. He's just got to sneak under that. Oh, what a great try. What a great try.
Yeah, I just don't know if he's got enough pudding on that, has he? Just another foot of weight and he would have got to the white bowl, you would have thought.
Yes.
So it looks as though the Kawana boys here at the Thunderdome, they might have 3 here.
I reckon they've got 3 there by the looks of that,
yeah,
Gary.
it looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, with Dale got the opportunity just to roll Dean's bowl over here, which is on the run. So, of course, this telecast brought to you by Queensland Premier League.
Yeah, the live streaming, and we'll mention our sponsors again, folks, whilst we're just watching Dale come down here with his first bowl. Run through behind there, which probably won't be such a bad thing because I doubt very much that Kelvin's going to be short here, and Jake Wynn has just confirmed that they are in fact 3 down.
I really can't see him hit that though. He hasn't got much to hit.
Well, he can hit anything, Kel.
Well, that's true. The one thing I learned in all the years I played skip, mate, ask the bowler, can you hit it? Not if you can see it.
Okay.
Because everyone can see it. Not many of them can hit it. But Kelvin can hit.
And the live streaming by the Bowls Gold Coast Tweed Media Team is proudly brought to you by Niagara, who are in the therapy industry, and they have all sorts of equipment.
Kelvin's wiped his bowl.
What's he done?
He's wiped his bowl. He's having a look at it. straight down the guts.
Yeah, I thought he might open his shoulders, and he's gone whack and hit that front one and done nothing. Niagara Therapy make all sorts of equipment for those of you that might need therapeutic assistance in some way, and they're the major sponsor of the Bowls Gold Coast Tweed media team. Their support is greatly appreciated. And Niagara Therapy manufactures therapy equipment, handheld units, chairs, beds, you name it.
And of course, not only that, but we've also got Keezer.
Yep.
A wonderful company that sell wonderful all types of equipment.
Of
course,
they do.
Hollow World Narang, of course, and Kerry's here today. So
Kerry Cottle is
here today.
She works at the Narang Hollow Travel World there, and any of your travel requirements, call in to see Kevs, and she'll most assuredly look after you. And I think that the indication was that they've got 3 shots. There's a very handy pickup for the. Now, why have we got Nick Carl on the left-hand board? We've got Nick Carl skipping against Kelvin Kerkow. They've switched over, according to our board here on the left. Well, that can't be right. Yep, see you, mate. You got Nick Carl skipping against Kelvin Kerkow. That can't be right. Just keeping in mind too, folks, that Niagara, their products are used exclusively by the Australian Institute of Sport and the Australian Defence Force, amongst other notable clients. Book a home consultation demonstration for a Niagara consultant to demonstrate their amazing range of products.
So we see John on the mat now. He's going to play his backhand, playing back towards the club rooms at Club Kawana.
He looks to be just a little bit under the line he wants, isn't it?
Tell you what, he had pretty good weight for what he was after, though, Gary. Had pretty good weight for that one, but just a little bit more grass with his next bowl. As we see Russell, of course, he's be sticking to his forehand. Why wouldn't he be after that first bowl he played?
Yes. You've got Nick Carl skipping again. No, it's not. It's Dale Mcwhinney. I don't know how that happened. We had it right before, didn't we?
Yeah, well, Robbie's been busy trying to do technical stuff. He's the director of everything, mate. See, John's got a nice line on this one.
He's got a little more grass here, and if he's got the run,
he hasn't got the run.
He hasn't quite, has he? No,
hasn't quite got the run.
He's dropped the fairway short.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be too happy with that one, mate. Like, I mean,
no, he wouldn't.
This type of conditions, mate, you've got to look at a couple of feet behind the head, mate, you know what I mean?
He wouldn't say anything.
No, that's for sure. You just got to be looking behind the head.
He's too nice a bloke, and Dale Mcwhinney just wanted to have a bit of a bo peep at the head there, and he really...
he's got a beautiful line on this. He's just going to pull up a bit short, though, so Kel's calling...
Brendan. Yeah, Brendan's put his jacket on, too, to stop the rain from...
Tell you what, though, I think it'd be hotter than the jacket that would be getting the rain, though,
Certainly
Gary.
Would be. Now, is he going to hang on? I think he will. And Kel's get down there, a decent look. He's gone bang.
Great ball.
Again.
Great ball there.
And he's probably made 2, what's more.
Looks like 2 from here. One for sure, anyway.
Well, I'm a big rap for this kid. I've already mentioned it before, and I don't want to keep harping on it, but no, Matty Bell is watching. Good afternoon. Matty, Mick, Harry, anyone going to update the scores? Well, we certainly will be, and we'll give you those in just a moment. Mick, Elizabeth Bull wants to know the current scores.
Okay, current scores. Wayne Turley, 14. Playing against Anthony Williams, 6.
14-6.
We got Nick Carl, 10 to Kurt Brown, 2.
Wow.
And we've got Kelvin Kerkow, 13 to Dale Mcwhinney, 9.
It's 9.
And the current masterboard score is 27-17.
In favour of the Ospreys.
And over on the reserve grade.
Reserve grade, here we come.
We have head moves. 39 to Kawana and 22 to Tweed heads on 36 ends.
Well, they've snuck away a bit there, haven't they?
They've had a bit of a sneak away.
The Thunder.
We see Dino looks like he's trying to play with weight down through here, trying to unsettle the head, but I think he may be a little bit underdone him. He gets a little straighten off this. Anything could happen, though.
He hasn't got the weight.
It's not enough of it. So.
Dion Brown is watching from Wollongong.
Hey, Dion.
Good afternoon to you, Dion. And Neil Wood says, I love watching these kind of games. I get to play my first pennant game at the end of the month. Well, all the best to you, Neil. You've only just taken up and started playing pennant, which is one of my favourite events, I have to admit.
Oh, I think Jake could be a little bit underdone grass line with this one, Gary.
Yeah, well, that appears to be slightly the wider hand, doesn't it?
He's just going to sneak through, I tell you what.
Bloody good weight, isn't he?
Yeah, tell you what.
Well,
he might even be in the count there.
I think he might be.
Hey, what the hell would I know?
No, we got no idea.
He probably played for that.
We haven't got a clue.
He played a bomb.
Now, Dale Mcwhinney, is he going to hold? Is he going to hold? He's past it, and he's through the bleeding gap.
Jeez, that's
he might have got second shot, though, just the same.
I tell you what, he played it very well,
Right,
though.
he did.
Jason's got to sit that bowl if he can.
Well, that's what he's wanting to do. He'd be looking at playing the same sort of weight with just that little extra bit of grass.
Oh, he could have the jack here himself.
Well, he's got a bit of pudding on this. What's going to happen? He's got one in and one out. And Kelvin's indicated it is only one, so...
And also, too, that bowl that he just pumped out has stayed on the green.
Well,
so
that's
he's in a very good aim there, Gary.
For sure.
It's just in behind the head and it is best backwood.
We've certainly got the best backwood.
Yep. You can see the crowd there. There's people everywhere up here on the balcony, aren't they enjoying
the balcony's jam-packed. They've all come from outside, although some of them gone back into the open on the side of the rink because the slight amount of rain we had a little bit before has disappeared. And we've just checked out our weather map, and there's a little bit of precipitation coming our way, but there's nothing in the way of red, which is the worst thing you want.
Well, Dale just took out Jake's bowl that he pumped through there towards the end.
He did. He set that one in the ditch, and he went in the ditch himself. So the Ospreys appear to be holding, according to Kelvin's indication, they're only holding just the one.
Yes.
Which is Jake Wren's bowl in front of the jack. And it appears that his other bowl on the right is not in the count.
So Kelvin, I think, just going to try and reach his back bowl, I'd say, Gary.
Well, that's what he'd want, ideally. Now, is he going to, he's just going to click onto that, or was he just gone underneath?
Oh, what
gone underneath, but he's drawn another shot.
Yeah, but he's actually blocked that hole. Now Dale cannot go through that hole.
No, you wouldn't reckon, would you? Now, how's he looking here?
He likes it. He's following it.
Yeah, he is too. He's holding? Is he holding too much? Oh, he's got it. Now, that's a wonderful shot because that's made more than one. I wouldn't mind betting he's got 2 or 3 here.
I'd say 3.
But the Magic Man has still got some ammo in his gun. And Kelvin is playing his forehand. We've got the camera on the receiving end here. Now, how's he looking? Has he got enough weight? He has.
Is he going to stop?
Is he going to go in? Oh, he's gone plop.
Oh,
you wouldn't read about it. And Dale Mcwhinney, he's gone skyward. He went off his nut.
He's loving it.
He played a great shot, and it appears that he's made 3 out of that.
Yep.
After Kelvin had drawn a terrific shot with his first bowl to make 2. Dale said, well, I'm not having a bowl of this. Have a look at this one, Kel.
For you.
Yeah.
There was a great bowl there by young Dale, though. He played it very, very well.
And he got exactly what he was after. So that now tightens the match up, not just in this rink we're broadcasting, but in the overall, because it would seem that Kelvin and the Tweed boys are only 1 shot in front. Sandra Dawson is watching in Cambridge, New Zealand, and she says a great place, Kawana Bowls Club.
Certainly is.
Yeah.
As we've got Norm Pritchard on board. G'day, Norm, and Chrissy Pavlov's back on board, and of course the wonderful Fiona Hall. Good to have you on board, Fee.
Well,
as always.
like I said before, it's no show without Fiona.
That's the one, mate. You're onto it.
And if we ever have a live streaming event where she's not part of the viewing program, we'll send an ambulance round.
Well, the thing about it is, like last week you made comment, thought, where's Fiona? Next thing you know, she walked into Burley Heads Bowls Club.
She did.
Hey, she scared us.
I was wondering why she wasn't on the...
She was on her way there.
Sending a message on the stream, and all of a sudden she appeared from nowhere. And we had all those beautiful girls too that were...
Well, Russell playing his next bowl. He's just a little bit long. I'll tell you what, he's got a good... It's come to a good home, though. So advantage to John Bozzarello here. We've won by the looks of that.
Yes, Johnny Boz is holding shot with the front bowl there.
Got a good grass line on this one too. How's his weight? Just got to run through.
Yeah, he just needs to...
Just keep running.
Well, I think he might have.
Yeah, it's a good
just
bowl.
got past his own, and Kel's very happy with that.
Yeah, well, it's advantage.
And he said we've now got a couple, and that's stopped the rot a little bit, but there's plenty of bowls to come.
Yeah, what a great afternoon though, Gary.
Well,
it's the first time being up this way for a while.
Well, first time I've been here.
Listen
full
to
stop.
Listen to the atmosphere. It's
Well, the crowd are going berserk here, and I think they're watching.
I think that brown water might be kicking in with a few of them.
Well, be, and they're trying to watch. It was 3 games at once here, aren't they? It's not easy to do.
Well,
What's happened here?
the umbrella.
Oh, the umbrella's fallen off. Okay. We need some direct action here from the DOE, director of everything. And one of the guys has gone up to try and fix the camera. It's not the camera, it's the bolly. It's fallen down, as you can see there. Now Robbie's sprinting up the other end of the green.
He is. Have we got oxygen down the other end of the green?
Well, we might need it.
A man of his age, you want to be very careful.
By the time he gets there, he's going to want to lie down, isn't he?
Yes. Well, I'd just walk steadily, you know.
Yeah, now Jeff Harrison there, he's just been a bit unlucky. He's turned Johnny Bolzerolo's bowl up. So
holding a couple there, John.
The Tweed boys have definitely got 2. And I can't quite see what's happening.
Coming in really well.
Jakey Wren.
No, that's Brendan.
Is that Brendan?
Brendan Wilson, yep.
Okay.
So we got Dale Dean coming to the head now to play his bowl.
Yeah.
Young Jake still standing down there to see what happens with his skip.
Yeah. I'll just see on the other rink there, Brownie's played a bowl that's gone underneath everything. He wouldn't be happy with that.
Well, look at that. Wayne Turley's in front now, 20-6. So something's happened on that rink, Gary.
Well, they've gone nuts over there, haven't they?
Yeah, but I think.
But we always seem to get a very close match too, Brian, don't we?
We do, don't we?
It's none of our doing. We just set up on a particular rink and we get given.
Well, we do all the important stuff. Like we run the cords out and
we do.
We stay out of the way of Robbie.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing.
We order the chips.
We order the chips.
Yeah.
We make sure we've got some brown water.
Yeah, we do.
So our voices don't get, dry.
Yeah. Now, what's Jakey got here?
Playing his backhand. He's got a good line on this too. You tell you what, he's not going to be too far away if he's got the weight.
I don't think he has.
I think he's just going to pull up. What a beautiful line he had though. Oh, gee whiz. Magnificent line. Just looking another couple of feet away.
He needed another metre at least, didn't he?
Dino likes this one. He's following it down.
He's gone down after this, and they're all getting down on their knees, and Dale's having a decent bow peep at this. He's just collected Jeff's bowl on the way up there, but he's hasn't done such a bad job because he's opened it up a bit for Dale to do something, hasn't he? Now they're pulling bowls out of the head, left, right and centre on the next rink here, which is Kurt Brown against Nick Carl.
What a great bowl there by young Jake. He'll be holding 3 shots there.
Well,
advantage.
Well, it's certainly 2, isn't it? I wouldn't mind betting that white bowl could be the 3rd shot, but
no, I think it'd be that last bowl of Jake's, I reckon.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Swanee has just reported, Brett Clifford, that Nick Carl's team picked up a 4 against Kurt Brown. So that game is. Oh, Dale
was on track. He just got a bit of a straight off that front one.
There'll still be 2 down, I would think.
Yep.
So Cal's got an opportunity to make another.
I reckon
one
it's
here.
3. I reckon
Do
it's
you?
3. I reckon it's 3.
You reckon it's 3?
I reckon it's 3.
Well, Dino hasn't indicated anything, so we're left in the dark a bit here as to how many.
That's one
shots.
thing I really appreciate about the thirds of games we live stream. They always keep us in the dark, mate.
They do.
We've got to work it out for ourselves.
We're like mushrooms.
We're lucky we've got Tony Allen on board. Our
in the dark and told nothing.
Experts.
Now, we've got the long-angled camera on this one, and there we go with the up shot. And
One out.
Yeah, he hasn't made it any easier, but
One in, one out there, but the rain just starting a little bit heavier there. So
it is too.
we see the crowd starting to move away again now. So
yeah, you can see the rain starting to come on. Not sure if it's going to last.
no, it seems to be just one cloud here, Gary. Which seems to run from here to about North Queensland somewhere, I think, mate.
The umbrella's being adjusted as we speak. Oh, okay. Whoops.
Now Dale having another look at it. Tell you what, he's not far away with this one.
Oh, he's got him, but he's left himself still down. Probably 2, maybe even 3.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you a secret. For the looks of that, Dale Mcwhinney just put 5 fingers down.
Well, he could. Well, the 2 front bowls of both Jake Rins, they could be counting as well. And Dale is extremely unlucky there. And he's had a crack at that, and he's taken his own white bowl of Jeff's completely out of the head. And Kelvin's, he's got one to come, I think, isn't he?
No, they're all out of ammo, mate.
Oh, okay. Well, they're dancing around the... and I think they've indicated 5.
5 the indication was, Gary?
Well, that's blown them. Well, I think poor old Dale, he's about to throw the teddy out the cot, isn't he? He's down, he dropped 5. He's not putting up with this.
Well, Wayne Turley is now in front 22-6. Nick Carl is 13-6 over Kurt Brown. And they haven't updated this board as yet.
And Kelvin's leading 18.
18-12's on the board.
12.
Did the seconds go to the board, though?
I think they did, because they're only 1 in front, weren't they?
Okay, well, they have, if that's the case, yes.
So they've gone to 18-12. Well,
so we see John Bozzarello with his first bowls, looking pretty handy here, coming in just nicely. Jack High.
Now, it's still raining, folks, but it's just annoying. It's not heavy, but it's enough to make you cranky.
Well, even the humidity's enough to make me wet, mate. I'm sweating here anyway. See a lovely bowl there by Russell. Beautiful first up bowl.
He's bowled particularly well, Russell, hasn't he?
He certainly has. He's never been far away. He's always got a bowl in the head, that's for sure.
Well, Boz has done nothing wrong, but Russell might have just slightly had the edge on him.
Yep, at the moment.
Boz is going to slip in there behind. He's got a clip.
Yeah, good bowl there. It's a good bowl there. One in behind and one Jack High, so it's not too far away. Okay, mate. The rain's really coming down now, though. So.
Yeah, so I think they might have to.
There's one very dark cloud just slipping in over here from the other side.
Yeah, there's more than one. Now they're all running for cover now.
Yep.
Because that rain is rather heavy.
Even Max Jeffrey just ran down there. Even Bobby Holmes, one of our hard-working directors, just saw him sprint.
Now Brendan, he's gone. Whoop. Well, he's set the.
Well, he's made a couple of shots out of that.
He has. He set the shot bowl out.
And as we see Robbie Allen running back through the rain, but I must admit, just looking at him, I don't think he even got wet.
No, he ran so quick he dodged all the rain.
He didn't even get wet. He's that skinny, the rain didn't hit him. Hey?
Now, that short, sharp burst of rain has already started to disappear. Although it is still raining, it's nowhere near as heavy as it was a couple of minutes ago. So, as it turns out, nobody came off the green.
Well, that's the first time I've seen that, mate. It's the first time I've seen a person run down the green in the rain and walks up here and he's not even wet.
Yeah,
that's how skinny he is. Hey? They need him.
Now, here comes Jeff, and he's grabbed the jack here.
Great bowl.
Very fine bowl.
Fine bowl.
And they were 2 down, but now the Thunder have now got 1 shot.
So rain starts to get a little bit heavier once again.
Oh, yeah, as soon as you speak.
Young Jake Wren walking to the mat now, so he's had a good look at the head. I'd say he's just going to play weight on his forehand. Doesn't want to move the
we don't
jack
need
there.
that. Well, you can hear it.
No, that's all right. So we see Jake playing his first bowl.
Oh, he got some music cranked up here, but I think he turned it off.
Yeah, he got a nice result out of that, really, did young Jake. He's just pumped one of his bowls up, so they've probably got 2nd, 3rd and 4th shot there,
Yeah.
Gary.
Well, it looks to me as though they have. Ian and Jade Tate Kerr are watching. Good afternoon to the both of you.
Paul Jollo, how are you, Paul? Good to have you on board. And Jade, how are you, my friend? Peter Bryant's back. Paul Staggard Senior, trying to learn something. You always watch these games, Staggers, and you'll learn a lot, son. I'll even try and direct you one hand to play, mate, like I normally have to when I play bowls with you.
Now, here comes Dino with his Technicolor raincoat bowls, and he's gone through the hole.
Gone through the hole.
Well, that so often happens, doesn't it?
Diane Lenham, how are you? How's Jeffrey this afternoon, Diane? And of course, Cheryl Hutchins. How's my good friend Peter going? Look forward to catching up with Peter soon. We see Jake just playing his next bowl, playing the forehand. He's got some good weight on him, just a little bit underdone.
The same hole that Dino.
Oh, he just had to sit one of those bowls.
Yeah, and I'm pleased to report that the rain has pretty well stopped.
Has stopped. They've all got their raincoats on now.
Well, now they're all taking them off again.
I can't get over that though. I'm looking at Robbie Allen's shirt. There's not one drop of water on it.
No, he ran so fast he dodged all the raindrops.
Yep. Unbelievable.
Well, he's fairly thin sort of a guy, isn't he?
Well, he is. He's finely tuned athlete like us.
I don't know about that, but... Righto, here comes Dean
Played this pretty well.
again. Is he going to get back in time? He's just going to miss.
Oh, gee whiz, look at it. They have got a nice little collection just there.
They've got to get the jack back there, though, haven't they?
They've got some weight in there for him.
I don't think Kelvin will be allowed to do too much. But
yeah, well, he's got to be very careful. I mean, if he hits a kitty, quite realistically, he could go 5 down.
Well, that's true, but I doubt very much he'll be using that kind of weight. He'll be just using draw weight with an opportunity to sit the white bowl out, probably land on the jack and move it a foot or so and possibly make 2 or 3.
I've got a funny feeling, and I'm right, Wayne Turley just picked up a 7.
Oh, get out of here.
Wayne Turley just picked up a 7 on his rink.
Oh, no. That's against Anthony Williams. Well, he's leading by big hoops to not many now, isn't he? He was leading 22-6 or something, wasn't he?
Well, it's now 29-6 by the looks of the board.
Okay, well, that's a hell of a lead, isn't it? And Brownie's had a whack at his head, and he hasn't done anything good. So my understanding is that Turles and his team have had quite a few decent victories this year, haven't they, Brian?
Yes, they have.
I don't know the full.
Very steady lead there, though, in young Kira Burke. You see Dale trying to pick up this here.
He's got it. Has it gone back enough?
I don't know.
No, Jake Wren has indicated that the front bowl.
Gee whiz, he was unlucky with that one, didn't he? Just had to hit it in the belly.
He's gone down to have a bit of a measure. He's saying they're one down. Okay, they're one down with more than likely the darker of the two blue bowls. Now, Kelvin's on his backhand, and he just needs to clear this bunch. I'm not sure that he will. No, and he didn't have the weight either. That's not right.
Dale's still got a bowl to play here.
He has.
So
But if he managed to trail the jack here, he'd be laughing his head off because he'd end up with, well, depending on how far he moved it, he could end up with getting 5 or 6 even.
There's definitely a handful there to be picked up if he plays it right.
Well, he has. He's got 1, but any movement of the jack in a rearward direction would certainly add to the count.
For those of you who want to know the scores, Wayne Turley's in front of Anthony Williams 29-6. Nick Carl is 15-6 up over Kurt Brown, and Kelvin Kerkow 18-12 over Dale Mcwhinney. So,
And Ian Tate Kerr is saying, come on, Louis Stumbers from Crookwell. Well, Louis not here. Oh, he must be in the...
yeah, Louis over there
No,
somewhere.
he's in the Premier A team, is he?
Yep.
Now, Dale has turned his back on this, and it's only come 4 metres off the mat. Well, he must have known something we didn't know.
Yeah, he had magnificent weight for what he was
Well, he
after.
was too wide, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had just a bit wide. Had magnificent weight.
Yeah. Now, they're going to measure just in case, and I think that Jake has already indicated that it's certainly 1. So that's that takes them to 13, and they are 5 shots down. And we need to update the master board. It appears from what I can see the Tweed heads, courtesy of the major lead that Wayne Turley has, the Tweed Ospreys are leading 46-31 on 35 ends. So we're just a little way more than halfway through in this round 5 clash. I'll just see if we can get Tone to update that for us. What's that? Oh, that's the Premier A, is it? Oh, 29-6.
Tweed heads.
Yeah.
It's 53.
Okay.
Tweed heads 53.
53 it is. Okay, so that's got to be updated. We've just put it up to 46-31, but that obviously doesn't include the last 7 that
Yes, it does.
Wayne Turley picked up. Oh, well, your score does, but up here on the board it doesn't.
And Kawana,
Kawana, battery, it says battery low.
34.
Kawana a 34 in the Premier A.
No. Premier League.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going on the other side. All right. So I reckon it's 53-34, do we?
Yep.
Yeah, so they've got a, they've snuck away a bit, 20-odd shots.
See another good-looking bowl here by John Bozzarella, just coming around those front ones there.
Yep.
Was he? Yep, in behind the head.
Yeah, well, he's probably got a couple here.
A couple there.
And that's a bit unlike Russell too, isn't it?
Russell's led up very well.
He has.
He really has, Gary.
He's dropped a couple short here. Wouldn't be happy with those.
A good bowl here by Jeff.
Yeah. Is he
He
going to
sneaks around this front one.
miss this one?
Yep.
What happened there? I'm not too sure what happened there. Well, we can see from the other camera angle that Jeff has dobbed one right on.
Oh, beautiful bowl there by Jeff, that's for sure.
Okay, so we're back with normal vision. Now, Brendan Wilson,
He's turned his back on it.
he has. He's not up.
Oh, he's really blocked that now too, really.
Tim Phillips is saying, great job, boys. Yes, well, Tim, they're all playing very well. No, we've got a bit of rain on our camera, I think. Daphne Morris is watching. Good afternoon to you, Daffy.
They just got to reach the head this time.
Yep. So the Thunder, they're holding certainly one. And I think it is only one.
Yep.
I think Boz's back bowls would be probably second and third shot. And
Yeah, I'd say so there. I'd say so. I'd say it would be at least second shot anyway.
well,
So.
from the mat, it wouldn't look easy to get the shot here, would it?
No.
Because you've got those bowls that are uncomfortably in your line, or what we can't see directly from the camera at this end, and that probably hasn't helped things all that much.
It could have made second shot out of that blue bowl.
Well, you're probably right, but having said that too, it's probably opened it up a little bit for Jake.
It has opened it up for him.
Well, he's going to have a bit of a poke on his forehand if he's going to have a niggle at this. He's right out the front of us here, and he's lining up. And I think he's, what's he going to do? No, he's on his backhand, and he's let fly, and he's got it.
Oh, what a bowl by the young man.
What a shot, Jake Wren.
Jake Wren.
He's had a needle eye opening to get through there, which was assisted. He had a little bit better look at it because Dino had sort of shifted that blue bowl out of his eye. But now the jack has been respotted, and John Belzerolo's two
Holding two shots.
original bowls are both counting.
And plus Jake's got a toucher in the ditch, Gary.
For sure.
So that toucher in the ditch may be third shot, knowing where the spots are.
Yeah, Peter Leon is asking who is Wayne. Wayne Turley is skipping against Anthony Williams.
32-6 now on 15 ends.
32-6 in favour of Wayne Turley's team.
So it looks as though I'd say Dino's going to have a crack at this.
Well, he's probably got nothing to lose.
Well, he pulled it right across his body.
He did.
Yeah.
And Wayne Turley's team is Kira Burke, the young female superstar. Young lady Kira Burke is leading. Clinton Bailey is playing second. Peter Taylor is third. And they're up against Keith Wally, Mark Williams, Peter Hughes, and Big Anthony Williams is skipping. But
well, just watching that rink there, just while Jake was going to play his bowl, I see Kira Burke's just dropped one right on top of it, Gary.
Did she really?
Yeah, dropped one right on top of it.
Well, she's a very talented young player, isn't she?
Oh, absolutely.
Came from Victoria, I understand.
Yes, that's correct.
Not
Came
that
up here.
long ago, and she's made a name for herself. She's only been here a couple of years, I think, isn't she?
That's correct.
She's made a name for
but
herself.
She's into the
in Queensland Bowls already.
She's into the senior ranks now, though. She turns 18 very shortly.
Yes, she did.
It'd be interesting to see what type of weight Dale plays with her. I think he's going to have a crack at this too. I think he's going to drive.
Well, I don't know. He's got much option, has he?
Tell you what, he's not far away. He's got this.
He has too.
He's had a big clean out.
Well, what's he done? He's got
two of them. But I think, there's one of them's a toucher in the ditch. So
well, there's a toucher in the ditch, and I'm not entirely sure whose bowl it is. I think it must be Jep's. His other white bowl went out of bounds.
Yeah, no, Jake's bowl's a toucher in the ditch. And looking where the spots are, back towards it, so I'd say that would have to be shot.
Okay.
So Kelvin's got probably 8 feet to draw a shot here.
And Brownie stepped across and he's picked up Kelvin's bowl and he's given it a nice old rub to get the moisture of it. He said, well, I'm not doing any bloody good. I'll see if I could tidy your bowl up.
I'll be a caddy.
Yeah, I'll look after you, Kel. Don't you worry about that. Now, Special K, what's he done? He's all right if he doesn't go in, but plop.
He's gone.
And he went. Now, Jakey Wren's bowl, you can just see the top of it, the left-hand side of the number 8 there. And I believe that is the shot. And Dale has got one more bowl to try and salvage something out of this.
Well, he's got to draw a Gary.
Well, he does, and like they're only one down. They've got the other bowls in front, but Dale's let this one go. He's following it down, but Dino doesn't appear to be getting overly excited. He's had a bit of a look at that, but I'm not sure if he's got enough upness.
Well, Kelvin didn't take long to play the shot.
No, he didn't. Well, I think he realised he's still got one, and if he can get another one here, it'll be an absolute bonus. And what's he done? Oh, no, I think that the Tweed boys. Oh, that might be two.
Well, it's like they're measuring for two by looks of it, Gary. With Kelvin's bowl.
Well, I think Dale sort of indicated that when he kicked that.
They're going for shot.
Bowl away. I wouldn't mind betting. No, it's only one, I think.
It's only one.
Yeah, it's only one. Well, Dale Mcwhinney must have had the shot before Kelvin turned that other one up.
No, they measured to the toucher in the ditch, mate. To Jake's.
Yeah, but that didn't count.
Yeah, the touch in the ditch was a shot.
Sure?
Yeah, it was a shot. That's what they measured to, mate. Yep.
All right. Well, I didn't think that counted.
So, John's thrown. Is it going to stop, though? Is it going to stop?
No. Well, it must have.
It did.
Yeah, Dale's grabbed his foot on that.
As Tony's just moving the camera down a bit.
Yeah, Peter Leon, that's fine. It's Gary Thomas here, by the way, and we're very much happy to have you on board watching from wherever you might be.
G'day, Peter. There you go these days, mate. All good? We've got a lovely start there by John.
Johnny's played a lovely bowl to begin with. Now, what's Russell got in reply?
I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away if he holds that line.
He holds up and just leans on it. Well, that's a wonderful effort, isn't it? Whether he's shot or not, I don't know.
It'd be touch and go. I think maybe just a bit short by the looks of that. Yeah. Well, depending on our camera angle also too.
Well, that's it. And but he's forced Johnny Balzarolo to change his hand.
Yep. Tell you what, he's played this well too, John.
He certainly want to knock. Oh, he has too. Look at that.
That's a great bowl.
Well, that's three good bowls there.
Maybe he should have been playing that in all day, Gary.
Well, considering the length of the end and the fact that we've had that bit of rain, which would have slowed things up even more, that's three wonderful lead bowls.
Absolutely. You see a nice bowl here too by Russell. He's still coming down, or just going to pull up.
Enough to.
Just going to pull up.
Now, Kelvin would probably be reasonably confident that he's holding two here.
Yeah.
And Brendan, oh,
he doesn't like it.
Well, I know why. He's too skinny, isn't he? He doesn't want to get this full. Well, he hasn't caused any damage.
Well, Dino made that call there to Jeff Harrison that said play through the head.
Yeah.
He could be a bit wide with this one, though.
He is, yeah. He's got
a nice line, so there's every opportunity here.
Now, Brendan, because this, he should be able to get underneath that blue bowl coming up, and if he does, with the right sort of weight and a little touch on Jack, Cal will be very happy, but he's turned it full. He's turned it full. Now, we're not entirely sure who's got shot here, but Johnny Balzarolo might still have one. The main scoreboard, folks, is at this particular juncture after 41 ends. The Tweed Edge Ospreys are 57. Oh, there's a good bowl from Jeff.
Yeah, lovely bowl there by Jeff Harrison.
And the Kawana Thunder are 35. So they're 22 shots in arrears. After 41 ends.
G'day, Charmaine. How are you? Yeah, I'll try and get Deanne's score for you. At the moment, there's about 3 people standing in front of the board.
This Deanne Robertson.
Yep, she's down there playing on the very furthest rink away.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to see, isn't it?
She's playing against Shillo by the looks of it.
Is she?
You wouldn't mind if Shillo was standing in front of the board. You'd probably be able to see through him.
Well, well, he wouldn't create any blockage, would he?
Nigel Smith, and there's 100 people standing in front of him. I think it's Dean. Is it Dean?
Nigel's over there, is he? Now, what about... Oh, he's picked a bunch of flowers.
He has.
No, that was what they put on the bloody pizza.
What'd they do?
Put that on the pizza.
Yeah.
What is it? Grass?
Yeah, it's grass. We had some.
I think it's out of the greenkeeper's wheelbarrow, isn't it?
Oh, geez, mate, if it's out of the greenkeeper's wheelbarrow, we won't eat it.
Look at that.
Lovely result there.
It's all done with mirrors, mate.
It certainly is.
And as Dino has definitely got the shot there now. And
I can see Deanne. Deanne's playing. She's not playing against Shillo. Shillo's on the rink beside her.
Okay.
And she's down 19 to 11 by the looks of that board.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Is she on the other board? No, it's the end board.
Now, what's Jakey done here? Well, he wouldn't be happy with that.
He's not.
That's most unlike him. He's about 4 metres short.
Yeah, she's down 19 to 11.
That's most unlike Jake.
So your sister's down, my dear. I thought I'd just let you know. But there's still a long way to go yet. They've still got quite a few ends to play.
Yep. Well, I played 41 ends of 63.
This is for this game, yes.
And the other game that's in progress at the moment is the one at Broadbeach, where the Broadbeach Bulls, they also start at 3 p.m. Well,
another good bowl there by Dino.
He's now got 2. Broadbeach taking on the Belmont Blaze. So if there happens to be anybody at the Broadbeach Club who are watching the live streaming here with us, by all means, please send a score through. I'm more than, well, it seems to be raining cats and dogs down there. Being a Broadbeach member, as Robbie Allen is as well, we'd be rather pleased to think that our beloved Broadbeach Bulls are in front, or whatever score you might have.
I've got a funny feeling, if they're playing water polo, they might be out there.
They could well be. They're all wearing snorkels and flippers, I think, down on the Gold Coast, don't you? Now, what Special K got for us here?
Oh, what a bowl.
He's got a great shot.
What a bowl.
Well, that's the man. That's the man, the myth, the legend.
That's just sheer class by that.
Oh, that's it. He's been doing that for 100 years.
By that young lad.
Brian Stewart's back watching, and Charmaine Sleeman is watching. Good afternoon to both of you folks.
Charmaine is Deanne's sister.
Oh, you've mentioned that.
And Nathan Appleton. G'day, Nathan. How are you going, buddy?
Now, Dale is... what's he got for us?
I wouldn't be surprised if he plays a bit of weight into this.
Well, he got
just arriving weight.
Well, he's not going to get any result if he's not here, is he?
Tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. He might get it off this one.
Whoa!
Told you he could get it off that one.
He's got a click and run. Now,
is it out of bounds, though?
I don't know. I think it might be, because Jake Wren has just put his finger up saying they got...
No, they're calling an umpire.
They can't have one.
They're calling an umpire.
The tee covered. If it is dead.
Well, they're calling an umpire. The umpire's out.
Karen Figura says, woohoo, Kelvin. Well,
what a bowl.
It didn't last too long, Karen, did it? Dale's come down with a crunching shot, and he's dragged the jack out to the right-hand side of the rink.
Peter Bolson. G'day, Peter. How are you, mate? Good to have you on board.
We don't know if it's in or out.
And George Allen. George Allen's on board watching.
Who's George? Do we know George?
Got to be related.
I think so. Now, what's the umpire decided? He said it's out. So he's now respotted the jack. And it would appear that Dean Mcwhinney and the Kawana boys would be holding at least one.
You're holding one there, Gary. Holding one, and
You've got to remember that those blue colours. Oh well, yeah.
Holding one.
Yeah.
Kelvin's got second and third.
I think Kelvin's front bowl will be second shot, don't you?
Yep.
Now he's having a decent look at this. So now the main board has it been updated? No, it hasn't. It still appears to be 57.35, but that'll be updated very soon. Can you tell me the Premier A?
The Premier A score, they're just standing in front of it at the moment doing it. I can see it's... Just move out of the way in a second once she updates it. No, she's just going to stand there for a while.
Well, we had the Kawana Thunder were leading over there by about 15 shots, I think, the last time.
Geez, that was a great try there by Kel.
Yeah, he's definitely only one down, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
And
It is 62 to 35 on 60 ends.
Okay, well, that's starting to get a little bit spooky for the Ospreys.
Yeah, it certainly is. And there's some handy leads out there in the reserve grade side too, by lots of things. I see, actually, in fact, I think they might be leading on just about every rink if I can see the rest of the boards. Yeah, no, I think it's Wendy Wilson playing Jane Bush. Wendy's in front 11-7, and they're down on all the other three rinks.
Okay.
So it's Jane Bush. What a great match up there between Jane Bush and Wendy Wilson.
Well, the other three must be down a fair bit because there's 20 or so shots in arrears.
Yep. We see good try there by young Dale, but just a bit short.
A bit short, but there's one more to the Thunder, which take them to 14.
Yep.
So this game's, it's on for young and old here. There's no clear victor emerging from this result, is there, at this stage?
Sue McKenzie's on board, mate. Welcome aboard, Susie.
Says, good afternoon to you. And Peter Bryan's back watching.
And so's Bob. Bob McNally, how are you, Bob? Bob's heading back home to New Zealand on Monday, I think he said.
Okay.
Back to Cromwell, lovely part of the world. Lynn Jeffrey, how are you, Lynn?
Well, Lynnie Jeffrey, she's a regular viewer and she follows the fortunes of her husband, Max. And the news is not good on their particular rink, Lynnie. It appears to me as though...
Lovely start there by Russell. Right on the line.
Nick Carl's leading Kurt Brown. Is it 24-6, Brian?
As soon as Dean McWhinney gets out the way, I'll let you know.
Oh, hang on. I might be looking at the other board, am I?
Oh, it's 34-6. That's Wayne.
Oh, that's Wayne, yeah.
That's Wayne in front.
Okay.
But we've got Dean and Dale both standing in front of the scoreboard where I am.
Well, we asked them to do that because we're out of the way of our camera.
Yes.
They're out of the way of our camera for the stand in front of the scoreboard. No, you can't win, can you?
No, we can't win, mate. But what a great game it's been, Gary, considering the conditions. These players have put on a wonderful exhibition of bowls here.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be easy conditions for them, is it?
Well, the heads have been good, mate, and the bowls have been quality, and the skips and everybody, like the thirds and the skips are converting heads. So you can't get much better than that, can you?
Now, Johnny Boss has come in. He just dropped a wee bit short, but he's got the shot. And Paul Round says to you, Brian, g'day. Looks like a good game. Well, so far it has been.
G'day, Paul. How you going, bud? Yeah, Paul's a member of the Bean Lee Bowls Club, mate. Done battle with Paul numerous times over the years. A very good player, mate.
Now, what's happening here?
Well, we just had we just had the shade cloths in front decide to drop some water.
Oh, yeah, look.
We got some more water with the wind.
Oh, no, and that
the players didn't see it.
Poor old Johnny Belzerolo soaked to the skin.
Got him a beauty.
All the water's gathered in the
shade
cloth, and all of a sudden it's decided to come crashing down.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I must admit, Dino's done a good job here. He hasn't moved an inch. Still can't see the board.
No.
Oh, well.
We can't.
He's got to walk down this end pretty soon, so
We'll be able to see, but we can tell you that Kurt Brown is trailing Nick Carl. We're not just quite sure by how many.
See a nice bowl here by just going to cut under. That's it, by Jeff Harrison. So
yeah, Kelvin's still indicated that Johnny Boz has got the shot with his jack or did.
Well, the best part about it, Dino's got to move now, mate. He has to move because he's got next bowl.
Righto. Well, this is not what Brendan Wilson would be aiming.
18-6.
Well, that's Nick Carl over Kurt Brown, 18-6.
18-6 after 13 ends.
And Brownie had a big win last week, didn't he, I think?
Yes.
Which got the team up overall. But it is a team effort, Brian, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's one thing about our great game, though, particularly fours. Gary, it is over the 3 rinks, and in the reserve grade, it's over the 4 rinks.
And every now and again, you're going to come out and have a decent win, which Brownie did last week. And
yep.
And but then
one to Kawana on that rink, so it's now 19-6.
1 week later, he comes out and he's down 19-6. But Turles has stepped up to the plate.
Well, what a class act Wayne Turley is, my friend.
For sure, and Kelvin's doing his bit to cement the lead.
I see someone just smack their head on Wayne Turley's rink, and Anthony Williams is clapping his hand. So,
okay.
But I'd say Kira Burke, well, looks like I think may still have shot.
Well, I think Turles just indicated that he's still got one, didn't he? He just put his finger up. Rightio, so. Jakey Wren has just left that a fraction wide, but that could in fact...
Just clipped that front bowl there, Gary, didn't he? He was a bit unlucky there.
Could be second shot. Now, here's Dean McWhinney. Is he going to pull up in time?
He's just going to pull up nicely.
I think he will. And
that's the shot.
That'll be the shot. Well done, Dino.
It didn't take Jake long to play his shot.
No, they don't muck around, do they? They get on the mat and they say, well, I know what I'm doing here. Whack. Now, he's going to turn another one up here.
Yep.
Well, it's certainly got 2 now, haven't they?
Well, it looks that way, Gary, yes.
Yeah, well, that'll keep them even more in touch.
Yep.
With a possible win on this rink. But the situation is looking pretty ordinary for the Kawana Thunder boys on the rink being skipped by Anthony Williams.
Dale just trying to reach the head here, Gary, I assume. He's just going to come around these ones.
Well, he gets around that white one. He's got every chance. He jumps off this, and he didn't.
Oh, gee whiz, he just missed that.
He didn't really want to miss or get any piece of the jack then, did he?
Well, Kelvin's got a pretty good line on this one. How's his weight?
I don't know whether he's going to get a jump off this too, is he? Well, he might have. He has.
Well, that's probably second shot.
I think they're only one now.
That's a great bowl by Kelvin, isn't it?
Well,
again, he's cut the count down.
He beautifully weighted, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so here's Dale McWhinney Shillington.
Tell you what, he's not far away.
Is he going to run it?
Just not going to run it. Just not going to run it.
No, he's a good 4 foot short there. So Special K's got one more to come. And I don't think he'd be too concerned. He's one down. But I don't think he'd be overly concerned about the state of the head. 15 all. They're 18 in front overall on the board. Yeah. He's leading 19-14, playing the 16th end. Sometimes sweet, mate, isn't it? You know what I mean? Well, that's it. There's no need for panic, is there? No. They're actually 20, according to the main board, and it needs to be updated, but the latest we gave you is that the Thunder are 22 shots in the rear.
Well, I see Wayne Turley now. It's 35-6 over there on that rink, Gary. So
he's leading by 29.
And that's on 18 ends. That's after 18 ends, so they're playing the 19th end.
Righto. Well,
so Kelvin's been down. He's had a good look at the head. Yeah, very good look. So we'll see what he's going to play.
Yeah.
Obviously going to play his backhand by the looks of it.
Well, he's having a poke at it, is he? He don't like it.
Oof. See Jake jump in the air with that one.
Well,
it made him jump in the air, but there's only one down.
Yeah, he's only one down. So it takes the Thunder boys to 15.
Well, quite obviously there, I'd say Kelvin must have had the spot covered there, by the looks of that, to play that type of way.
You would have thought so.
Because that means that, like...
Well, he had a chance of taking his own out, too.
Well, that's right. Like, I mean, the kill was there.
Which he wouldn't want to have done.
Tim Swanson. G'day, Tim. How are you, mate? Hope you're having a good afternoon, sitting back, watching your horses go round and watching the bowls. Well, hope you got a nice glass of red or something in front of you, my friend.
Mick Thornton says okay. What that refers to, I'm not sure. But
there you go, Mick.
Afternoon, Mick. Now here comes our friend Russell Van Homrich. And
he just cut his grass with this one.
He has indeed.
His weight's pretty good.
Oh, his weight's terrific, isn't
it? It is. A bit like me. It's the diet I'm on, mate. Eating all these crackers. Huh? I mean, Robbie Allen's the only bloke, as I said, like, he walks down there in the pouring rain, comes back, and his shirt's not even when he's that skinny.
Well, my missus took me off the beer at Christmas time. You knew that.
Yes. Smart girl.
Yeah, and she put me on the wine. Well, now she's taking me off the wine.
Well, you're drinking like 6 schooners.
No, 6 schooners of that stuff. I was climbing the wall, but she's taking me off that now.
What are you drinking now?
She still reckons I'm too fat. And she's put me on whiskey.
Is that right?
Night and day.
Oh, my God.
It seems to be working.
Does it?
After a week, I've already lost 3 days.
Hey, you lost 3 days already?
I've lost 3 days, mate.
What a great bowl there by Russell. Just snuck around, Bozzy.
He did too.
That was a beautiful bowl.
He corrected his grass line beautifully.
Well, I'm glad you're awake on Saturday then. Hey, I'm glad you're here on Saturday. If you lost 3 days.
Yeah, mate, I lost 3 days during the week. She said I was putting on too much weight. It seems to be this whiskey. Seems to be working.
Good bowl there. It stayed on the back, so it's best backwards. So Cole would be quite happy with that. But these boys, gee whiz, it's been a good game, this considering the conditions, Gary.
Well, they're good enough to be able to work it out, though, aren't they?
That, my friend, they certainly are.
What's Nicky Carl done here?
Can't see.
Oh, I think he's... Oh, how close did he get? Oh,
good bowl there too by Jeff.
Now, Cal said, either hand you like, you can draw here. See you by care. Now, Brownie, what's Brownie done? Well, I think he's played a bomb here. He's drawn a toucher. And I don't know how many they're going to get out of it, but close. Was dancing around. I think it might only be one. Okay, so we got an update. We've got an update to the board.
Right, it's 19-15.
And it's 60 to 40.
35-6. And they're the updates. Wayne Turley 35. Anthony Williams 6.
Yeah.
And it's 19-7 now on Nick Cole versus Kurt Brownrink.
Yeah, well, Brownie drew a toucher with his last bowl, so he must have only just got the one.
Geez, a lovely bowl here by... Oh, what a great try.
Well, he's come back.
Brendan just ran in behind the kitty.
Come back very nicely.
Well, they'd have to have second and third shot there, Gary.
It would appear to be so, yeah.
Second and third.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yep. We're coming down to the business end now. It's been some great bowls played considering the conditions. Well, it hasn't been what you call a very pleasant afternoon out here on the green for them.
It's certainly not cold, but it's
very humid, Gary.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Very humid.
The rain would have just, like it slowed things up a bit. Now, what's Dino done here? He's going to trundle through.
It will have to be in the ditch.
Yeah,
Yes,
you'd
it's in
think
the ditch.
so. But let's keep in mind that Tweed Edge Ospreys are currently third on the ladder. And another win here today, at this stage they're 20 shots in front, would give them 4 wins out of 5. So, so they're certainly up and about, aren't they?
Oh, definitely, mate. And what a wonderful game of bowls this has been, considering the conditions. The heads have been pretty reasonable. The thirds and skips have been converting. You see, Kurt Brown's becoming a big conversation here. Oh, gee whiz, that's a good try there too by young Jake Wren.
Yeah, he's just underneath it. He's
just playing on that green bowl, just rock that blue bowl out of the head,
That's what he's trying to do.
So, yeah.
He's trying to make Brendan's back bowl a shot.
Yep. Long conversation here between Kurt and his team.
Now, Dino, what's he done? Is he not quite going to reach it?
Yeah, the same shot's still on there, really, Gary.
Yep.
It's definitely there to be played.
Well, Kelvin might even be tempted to ask him to change his hand. Yes, he has.
He's asking him to play with more weight.
Yeah, well, I think he needs the same sort of weight as what he had, but he's asked him to swap hands, and what's he done here?
Oh, gee whiz, that was close. That was very, very close.
Just missed. Now, what happened over on the other rink? Did Brownie do anything?
Well, there's Max Jeffrey's gone to skip. Kurt Brown's gone to lead.
Oh, get out of here.
He has. Kurt Brown has gone to lead. And Max Jeffrey has gone to skip. Big change.
Well, that's a massive change.
How's that?
They've totally switched over.
Yep.
Now,
Kurt must have said, I've got no idea what I'm doing this,
he
son.
said, no, I've had a gutful of this. He said, I'm getting flogged here, 20-7 or some bloody thing.
And I'll let you know now.
Now, Brownie
has just gone in the ditch
put his first bowl in the ditch.
Put his first bowl in the ditch.
Well, Brownie's having a shocker, isn't he? If that's any indication to me. Look, he turned around and I don't know how he could be laughing. I think he's had enough of this. He can't get home.
Look at this for a bowl from Kelvin.
He's got it too.
Oh, what a magnificent bowl. Great, that with incredible weight, wasn't he? Played with beautiful weight. A magnificent shot there by Special K.
That's what we've come to know about.
Oh, you don't get much better than that.
No, you don't.
See Dale having a look at this. I tell you what, he's not going to be too far away. He's coming down. It's working there. You got the kitty?
He has.
So they just got one now.
The bowl.
You got one?
Well, yeah, the front bowl of Brendan Wilson's probably the shot.
Yep.
And Kelvin, well, I think, confirmed that by changing his hand. And he's got lovely weight, but he's just going to be a bit underneath. And we welcome back to the microphone the one and only Brett Clifford. Brett, you've been watching this?
I have. It's been enthralling. Some of the shots. Kelvin's on fire. Jeez,
well, he's played some great shots, hasn't he? To make a few conversions.
I don't want to harp on the matter, but there's one certain side's going down a bit. We've all been down that road.
Well, we have. If you haven't been handed a thumping like that,
well, you don't play enough bowls.
You haven't been playing long enough, have you? We've all been on the receiving end of a of a crunching, and like Anthony's team, they're all quality players.
Wow.
Yes, Anthony
right.
Williams. You got Keith Wally. Well, he's a well-known player. Mark Williams, Peter Hughes, and Anthony himself. I mean, goodness me, you'd be coming along the Kawana saying, well, I don't care who we play, we've got some sort of chance of winning, haven't we?
Two great lead bowls there. Look at that. I think he might have just got the shot with that last one.
Yeah, and the Ospreys, according to the main board, are leading 65-40. So they've got a comfortable little 25-shot buffer. And the clouds overhead appear to be...
That is brilliant leading.
Not
John,
getting any
well
worse.
done.
Johnny the Boss.
Oh.
He's got one and a good measure here.
Yeah, fell back on the jack too.
And Russell Van Omrick, he's bowled pretty well today, and he's going to be looking to try and sort something out here. Is he going to get back in time? I wouldn't mind betting he is.
I tell you what, look at this for
Have a
4
look at
loop
it.
bowls.
If you
That is
don't mind,
absolutely brilliant.
if you don't mind, umpire. And Dale McWhinney has indicated that they've got one, which
Wow.
would certainly be the back bowl.
Yeah.
And Kelvin's asking Brendan to play his backhand with the idea of pushing. Now, Kel's in the way. Now, what's he looking at it? Oh, he got a bit of it,
Yeah,
but not
rocked
enough.
it and rock back. Wow.
Yeah. Mark Baylor says bowls Boswell. And it certainly was, Mark. The Leeds have had a real good battle, though, Brett, haven't they?
They have, and as I said, I think I've said before 1 or 2 times, but it's a real Leeds game. You get there on a slowish green.
Well, that's what we said right from the first to second end, didn't we?
Yeah.
Now, what's Jeff done here? I don't think he's
A little bit shy of that one.
got enough upness,
No.
has he? And we're hoping that you're enjoying the coverage, folks, and just repeating that next weekend we have a live streaming double header.
The double header.
On the Saturday will be, now what time's the game start? Saturday the 15th of February will be Broadbeach versus Victoria Point. Now that, we're working on something here, which is an interesting scenario because it'll be the third match in a row that Broadbeach have played at home.
Yes.
Which doesn't happen very often, does it?
Well, almost impossible.
Well,
isn't
then they must have a school bag full of games where they've got to travel.
it? I would think nearly everyone.
Yeah. Where they'll be away from home. Okay, so that we'll be live streaming that game from Broadbeach
Very good effort here.
against Victoria Point.
He rolled the bowl up. I'm not sure whether it's...
And that's next Saturday at 3 p.m. And then the following day, the Sunday, the 16th of February, we'll be travelling to Pine Rivers, where we'll be bringing you the Pine Rivers versus Alcester All-Stars match.
Yes.
And that starts at 1 p.m. So a lot of the Sunday games start considerably earlier in order to get folks home after Sunday play at the end of the weekend.
Exactly. All right. Dino's come down here, put a nice little position bowl in.
Yeah, I think we've got...
I can just sort of glance down from this end here. The head hasn't actually changed.
No, we've got issues with the camera at the moment, but we
We've
can
got
see...
Jake coming down here. He's trying to rock the front bowl here. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't see it at the
We
moment.
can see exactly what you can see.
Yeah.
Now we've
There
got
we
the
go.
wing cameras stepped into
Yep.
play, which is an added bonus for us, especially when we need to get closer view
All right,
of the
well,
head.
Dean's just let this one go. It should be coming into view shortly. It's just a bit narrow. Just get
Yep.
it under the head.
And he's gone underneath.
Oh, he sat back there waiting for a little.
Now, Cal's looking at this, and I think he believes he's down,
Yes, I think.
but I believe it's only one, isn't
It'd
it?
be, yeah. I think John's bowl is the one they've been trying to rock over. That's the second
Yeah,
shot there.
yeah, for sure. Poor old Anthony Williams has walked past us here, and he looks as though he's just shot his dog.
Well, we've all been down that road.
Someone's
Well,
just shot his dog.
someone give him a glass of beer.
And he's come down. Poor old Ed, he's raised his eyes and rolled his eyes around, and he said he
Oh.
can't believe it.
It happens in life.
Keep fighting, brother. He's not going to acknowledge.
No, he's head to the
And
ground.
what's Kelvin done? He's missed as
Well, he's trying to
Now,
disturb it.
we've got Dale. I think Dale's got one more bowl to play, has he?
Yes. He's trying to roll one of those. Well, he's holding one. He's trying to roll. Is he playing his forehand?
Well, Nicky Carl's just played a bomb there. I don't know whether he's up or down, but he's certainly got one now. So that's another one. So the ploy of switching Brownie and Maxi Japwe in position hasn't worked so far. It's been
fair enough.
It's just not working for them.
Right, now Kel's, this head's fattened up just a little bit. That last bowl that came down, rocked the bowl over. It might be a little bit better for Kel to put down a little bit more of a...
Yeah, well, I haven't got...
I think he's going to thump through it.
Well, I haven't got much behind, have they? Well, Jakey's asked him to play a little bit of...
They're evenly matched
a little
at the
bit
back
of
there.
aggression at this.
Yeah, he's not going right at it. He's just trying to disturb. He's trying to get one of these bowls to roll
Jake's
over.
go down and have a look at this, and what's his body reaction going to tell you? Now, Kel's, he just crunched on that.
Can't rock.
Well, he had the right sort of weight to do something, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, no, I think that they're probably, well, looking at that, they might even have two, but it's...
I think
it's
John's
certainly
bowls
one.
are...
Yeah, we'll soon know, but it's...
Yeah, one to Kawana.
One to Kawana, okay. Well, they're not letting these Tweed boys get too far away, are they?
No, they're keeping in touch with them.
And they're 16-20. How many ends is it? Can you read?
That's,
Is that
on 18. That's the 18th end
18
that's
ends.
played.
18 ends, okay. So that's 16-20.
Kurt Brown is down 20-7.
Max Japwe's down.
Oh, so Max.
Maxi Japwe.
All right, I do apologise.
Maxi Japwe's down.
Should we change that name on the card? Or?
Well, I don't know that we can do that, but...
Oh, well.
And now Brownie's leading, and his first bowl is 6 foot through, and so's his second one. So he's having an absolute Barry Crocker, isn't he?
And the opposing lead's gone plonk plonk.
Well, he's only a foot and a half away with his first and 6 inches with his second.
Nice bowl there.
And that's
well played.
That's a gentleman by the name of Anthony Hughes.
Two very good lead bowls.
Yeah, he's played 2 whoppers.
And Russell's put down another boomer there.
And Johnny Boss, he looks to be just tracking a little bit
having
on
a
the
good tussle,
wide
just
side.
a little bit wide, a fraction short, but not much. It's a sort of a 2.5, 2 foot day.
Yeah.
Consistently get around that, you're going to get results.
Yeah, well, I mean, the pace of the green, as we mentioned earlier in the day, I don't know that these players would have played on a 12-second green recently.
No.
I think the weather conditions that we've had with the hot weather and the, generally the sunshine beating down, they'd be playing on 15, 16-second greens.
That's it.
For the last 6 weeks or so, and even more, wherever they might have been. But all of a sudden they come back to a pace of the green where it's only run about 12.
Exactly right.
It takes a bit of getting used to, doesn't it?
It does.
Mark wants to know the score in the Premier A, and the last we reported, here we go, Brett's going to give us that now.
76 to 50. 50, what is it? 76 to 50.
Yeah,
Kawana.
so that's the Kawana
Yes.
Thunder, and they're holding their advantage, Mark. They've been 20 or so shots in front for the last hour or so.
Yeah, it's a similar game to what the
So they're holding their advantage.
top sides had.
And remembering they have to complete 84 ends, being 4 separate teams. Now, Jeff has had a poke at the head here and he's missed everything. So now Brendan is already having drawn the shot. He's now looking at trying to add to that, but he's pinched his grass a little bit. But I think his weight's okay.
Yeah, weight was very
Well, good enough.
Well,
Mark Bayless says, thanks, no problem, Mark. If anybody wants to know anything, we always try and bring it to all you viewers as quickly as we can, because I know, despite the fact that you're all interested in
All the games.
well, interested in the one we're bringing you.
Yeah.
You all have friends and family.
He's very close
involved in
here.
the other one. Now, what's he
Dale's,
got?
he's sunk
Straight
back.
in the middle. He's straight in the middle. Now, Mills has said Kawana have swapped their skips. They have indeed. No, they haven't.
No,
Not Kawana.
Tweed have.
Tweed heads. Brownie was originally skipping the rink,
Yes.
and Max Japray was leading,
And they've swapped over,
and they've swapped over.
which you don't see very often.
No, Brownie's had an absolute shocker of a day, and he's probably said to Max, well, something's got to give, and it's me. I'm out of here. So he's given up skipping duties, and he's gone back to lead, and unfortunately, from what I've seen, his game hasn't improved. Now, Dale has got the shot,
Yeah.
and it is only one.
Yeah, and he's right on it. He's within it. He won't be beaten. Put it that way, unless there's a toucher they can knock
No,
up.
he's set right on top
He's
of it,
right on
isn't
top
he?
of it.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
So they played 54 of 63 ends. There's only 9 to go, folks. And I feel quite certain we're going to get this game in before any additional rain. Well, Dale wouldn't be happy with that. He's
No.
dropped a long way short with that one. And after 54 ends, the Ospreys leading 65 to 42. Yeah. What happened there? So that's Jakey Rin. And I don't know whether he's got second shot there. He might have. Probably not. It's a
What's
bit
going
hard
on
to tell.
there? Hang on. Has Dale and
Oh,
Dean,
well.
have they swapped? What's going on there?
Well, that might have been what Millsy
I
was
wasn't paying
referring to.
Was not paying attention.
Well, I think that's what Millsy was referring to.
I think you're
that
100%
Kawana.
right.
We thought you were talking about, well, he's gone in the drain.
Yeah, no, you're 100%
You're
right.
right, you're right, Millsy.
Yes.
You're absolutely correct. We thought you were referring to what happened on the next rink with Max and Brownie, but you are absolutely. Oh, he's played a good shot here. Kel, is he going to hang on? No.
But they have been known to do that before.
Yep. Well, even Burley Hammers did it, I think, in the very first game we did, where Scotty did
Scotty
go
changed
and
over.
he switched over with Eric Johannes,
He
didn't
did.
he?
Yeah.
Halfway through the game.
Sometimes you just got to look.
Well, you look for
things aren't happening. Try something
you look for the what might be a better combination
Yeah.
on the day.
on the day. Exactly right.
Yeah. Now Dino is he's left that out a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, we'll see how good Kel is. So I think he's got to hang half his bowl
Well,
over the ditch.
We all know how good he is. And is he gone wide enough not to get wrecked? Oh, not quite.
So that's one shot.
So, yeah, I
Kawana.
think they've just called one. Now, Dale McWhinney's walking back to the head. I don't know.
Oh, he's just standing
Oh,
up
he's
there
going
with
back
Dino.
with Dino.
Yeah,
okay,
they're just
well,
standing
that's
up
fair
there.
enough.
Have a bit of a chat.
Yeah, well, Millsy, we thanks for your observance there,
Exactly.
my friend.
You're helping us out.
Yeah. You've alerted us to that. Well, we must apologise that we thought you were referring to the situation the next rink with Tweed heads. Good rule, I reckon. Yeah, it's interesting.
It is.
Millsy, it is. I suppose there are pros and cons for from both sides. There'd be people who'd say no. Once you picked your team, that's it. But it sort of throws an interesting scenario into what can possibly happen, and I don't say I'm against it.
No, I'm not either. Cheryl
Now,
Hutchinson's there. Hello,
it looks
Cheryl.
as though, now here's another good shot from
look at
Johnny the
this.
Boz.
There we go. He's on
Yeah.
fire.
Now
Got a
it looks
great
as though, is the other game still on or finished or what?
No, they've ripped through the ends there.
Yeah, well, Turles is one.
Yeah.
Big heaps to not many.
Yeah, 39-6.
39-6. Now that's Wayne Turley over Anthony Williams,
Yes.
who's had a bit like Brownie. He's had a day at the office he'd rather forget.
You get those, but the sun,
do.
believe me, the sun will come up tomorrow.
Exactly.
Well, under the clouds.
And if you haven't had a thumping in your bowl's life, you haven't
Oh,
been playing long enough.
100% right.
Okay, so there's Boz. Oh, he had a good chance there. He just slid off that bowl and
Yeah,
didn't
had good weight.
progress. Yeah, just one of the many twists in the Premier League. Yeah, I don't say it's a bad rule, Millsy. I think that, it's a bit unique in terms of what we traditionally know of the game. But I don't have a feeling one way or another.
I prefer the respot the way it is now. Well, they used to have it out on the wings, which I didn't
Here
like.
comes Brendan. And what's he got? Has he got enough of it? He has.
Yeah.
That's a very good shot. And yeah,
I didn't like the respot out on the wings.
well,
Didn't like it
funnily
at all.
enough, that's part of the respot that I didn't mind.
Oh, okay.
And the reason being is that so many
Nice bowl here.
bowlers would inadvertently cover the tee, or perhaps on purpose. And more often than not, the bloke who's played a shot to move the kitty was horribly penalised when the jack went back on the tee where his players weren't necessarily aiming to get to.
I thought it just penalised bowlers who were narrow and heavy.
Well,
That inadvertently
I
put
know,
bowls on the spot.
look, I know that can happen, but the bottom line is that if the jack does get shifted somewhere out into the open on the left, it means that you've got to play a good bowl, change your line, change your weight. You've got to alter a few things in order to get a deserved shot.
Yeah.
And so I just thought that quite more often than not, the bloke who was able to kill the end or play a good shot to kill the end and was never rewarded sufficiently and got penalised quite often.
Yeah, I can understand that too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure that Dale just drew the shot then or not. I can't tell because
And the
there's-
respot is a metre behind the tee. Yes, you're quite right.
metre behind the tee. Yeah.
You're quite right. Which makes it probably a little fair because no one's trying to draw to there, are they?
No.
Generally.
No.
Okay, so what's
He's going to get
Up in
around and
there,
sit
he's
this
around
one
it.
here. Yeah. So that's another counter by the look, but I
Yeah.
can't see where Dale's last bowl was. He's having a look now, so he's not sure.
Yeah, well now Dale, he's got to negotiate his way through this bunch.
And he's hit one
And
of
he
his
hasn't.
opponents up.
He's turned. I think that could be Brendan's bowl up, isn't it? Hello, and then he's
Look out.
bloody turned around and gone whack. And he's kicked
Yeah.
another bowl.
No,
Where
no,
did-
that was from the opposing ring.
I thought he'd
They've
kicked
had
that out of
they've had
there.
a smack and she's come across.
Oh, right, okay. So there's Jakey Wren.
Okay.
He's a very determined young man, this fellow, and he's got a very nice bowl if he gets under this, and he's not going to.
No.
Do you want to come back in? I'll get Brian back on the job.
Lynn Jaffrey is watching. Max is out there skipping. Fiona Hall. Hello, Fiona. Okay. Dean's let the bowl go. He's hunting it down.
He likes it by the looks of things, Brett.
Yeah, he's off.
He's following it down.
He's got inside of Dale's bowl. They're looking at it now.
Having a good look, young Jake
Yeah.
Reed. Kelvin's not too worried. I think Kelvin knows the shot he's got to play, so I don't think he'll change his shot at all, Brett.
No.
So quite an experienced campaign as Mr. Kerkow.
Been around, hasn't he?
He certainly has. Looks like Kelvin's going to play his backhand. Just playing just to reach. John Bosarello's bowl on the run in, which is on the running surface, so any movement on that would be very beneficial.
He picks the gap. No. He's got that one there as well. No, he's not up enough.
No, he hasn't got enough on it.
Well.
What a great afternoon of bowls we've had here, my friend. It's
been very good.
Been quality bowls.
Look, the rain sort of hasn't
the rain's
been.
held off.
Oh,
It's,
yes.
You see it building out here again now, but the game's going to be well and truly over, and we'll be packed up before that gets here, hopefully, Brett.
Yeah, there's a couple of games already finished.
Yep. And we see a very convincing win over there to the Kawana Thunder team. They're leading on the 78th end, 77 to 54 in the reserves. And, of course, over here, as you can see on the board, it's 67 to 43 to the Tweed Heads. We see a good bowl here coming down, just getting inside.
Played that well.
Played it very, very well.
Shot bowl, I would suggest.
That is a very good bowl.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kelvin
might come down.
He's going to change his hand here.
He'd have to. He couldn't get around that other bowl out there now.
No.
Unsure. I think he's going to hang out wide, is he?
Just starting to work now. Tell you what, it's inside this. Oh,
that's
just the wrong
definitely
side.
2 shots now.
Just the wrong side of it. Yeah.
Or is he going for 3?
Measuring for 3 by the looks of this.
Okay.
And this will make it exciting. Tie it up.
Well.
With the last end.
Don't duff the measure, Dale. Two shots.
All right. Tell you what, young Jake's impressed me today playing 3. He's got a very good eye.
He has.
Just about every call he's had today.
He's been right.
He's been spot on, hasn't he? And for a young chap, that's confidence plus.
I don't know what he does for a living. Maybe he's might be like I was a sheet metal worker using and you can stand and I used to make a triangle out of the bowls and the jack, and you were pretty close most of the time. I never put the fingers on. Oh, that wasn't.
Well, see, I was lucky when I did my greenkeeping apprenticeship. A guy I played football with in Sydney had a very big sign writing business in Parramatta.
Yeah.
And I used to go down and help him sign write till his fridge ran out of beer, and it never ran out. I was working late at night. So when I moved up here, of course, to Queensland back in the 80s, and I was greenkeeping, I started 3 sign writing businesses. So I've got a pretty good eye also.
There you go.
Got a pretty good
eye.
eye.
We've stretched this right out. Almost ditch to ditch.
They have, haven't they?
Yes.
It's very. Well, it's not a bad move. Always a big fan to have bowls close to your bowls bag on the last end, so save you having to carry them so far.
It's not a bad starter too. It's holding a really good line there too.
Well, it is. It's holding in. It's he's just need a little bit more weight with that one there. And I tell you what, he's still got a good first up bowl though. Millsy, no, mate. No games that we know of, mate. We've been looking at the radar down the Gold Coast, and no, we don't know of any other games that have started.
John's well down here.
He's got a great bowl here, Johnny Bosarello.
Yeah,
he's in.
Had a good tussle, these two.
They've had a good battle up front, haven't they?
Yeah.
And it's very, very handy in actual fact. The two of them have played very well. As we've had, I must admit, though, Brett, it's the other team there. I've seen a huge change around in that team where you've now got Max Jeffrey skipping and Jaden Patel playing 3, Chloe Stewart playing 2, and Kurt Brown leading. They've reversed the batting order.
Well, you got to stir the pot a bit, haven't you?
Oh dear, poor old Kurt.
Oh, he'll survive.
Of course he will.
He'll have a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
All right.
So we've seen some great bowls here this afternoon. We see John's second bowl. He finished for the afternoon now.
Oh, it's a good way to finish, isn't it?
He got a great bowl coming in.
Look at that.
Wow. Lovely bowl.
Really good.
Last ball.
Disturb this.
Broady, the only team playing down the Gold Coast at 3 p.m. The others are all 5 p.m. Millsy.
Very close here.
There, he's played a great ball.
Look at that, and got the shot.
Yeah, what a great ball.
Well played.
Great ball there by Glenn. Jeff, I should say. I don't know where Glenn come from, but young Jeff, he's played a great ball there, Jeff Harrison. And, of course, Dean and Dale have swapped around also too, so we notice.
Yes, we didn't actually pick that up straight away.
I tell you what, it's not far away neither. How's he?
Yeah, well,
just turned it.
Actually, it doesn't hurt Kawana for that bowl to roll over like
No,
that, because it's now they got best back and roll on it.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's for sure. It's a very handy bowl there for the Kawana team. Bit unlucky there, Brendan Wilson. Then he just had to give it. Just had to get the edge of it, didn't he? Just got it too fat in the belly there. Bit like me in the latter years.
Oh,
bit fat in the belly.
I tell you what, they're riding this hard. Too many jockeys on it. Too many jockeys.
That's a pretty good try though, wasn't it?
It was. Got to disturb it here. Oh, I don't know. He's pulled that under his body, I think. Yeah.
Tell you what, if it goes out of bounds though, which it has, very close to his bowls bag there.
Well, yeah, he's preempting his
preempting
in
something.
case the rain hits. They get the fast getaway.
I'm out of here. These players, they think of everything.
They do.
They think of everything.
Oh, we're down to the last end, and we've still got a few to go on Max's rink.
Max's rink, they're playing the 19th end now.
Yeah.
I see Shuey looks as though he has shot on that rink by the looks of it. With a resting toucher.
Oh, the old Shuey, eh?
Yep.
What have got his hair done this morning?
Mate, yep. And his nails. He just opened it up then, did Shuey. He's played with a bit too much weight and got the edge of his bowl, but he's still shot.
Yeah, they need a bit of disturbance here. Tweed. All right, see what happens. Here we go. Crunch, bang, wallop, and there's still one down.
Yep, from one down after all that effort.
Pretty good conversion. But it's a completely different head now.
Well, it has, isn't it?
Yeah.
In actual fact, they've got second and third shot
This
there
is
now.
where...
they need another bowl in the head here, Kawana.
Yes.
Definitely need another bowl in the head, so we'll just see.
Dean needs to trail this a foot or so.
Well, if he trails it a foot, very, very beneficial to take that shot away from Tweed.
Played it well.
Played it very well. That's the shot.
Yeah.
That's a great shot there, young
There's a
Dean.
couple. But it's still gettable on a reaching draw.
Yep, well, there's only one shot in the game. At the moment, they're holding game. They're holding game.
Yeah. Yes, you don't want to be short here. Everything for being up. You got the bowls to sit on, the jack to trail. I'm sure he won't be short. Holy dooly, he won't be short, all right. Both the bowls.
He's got him.
Bang. No, not one.
Very careless by the young man there.
He hit it too neat, didn't he?
Too neat. Got it as clean as a whistle. So at the moment, it's all tied up. 20 all.
Yes.
20 all with a few bowls to come.
Well, this is where Dean wants to trail that jack back to your little blue bowl back here.
Yes.
Because that's his bowl, one of the team's bowls.
One of the team's bowls.
He does that. He covers the head up and he sits three.
Yep. That's Russell's bowl. So game on.
Could almost be a match-winning bowl if he trails his jack back to that blue bowl. I don't think he's up, judging by
Dale.
No, he called that early, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Oh, we wish he wasn't up, but still there.
Well, that may be shot even.
It probably is.
Very close. Yeah, he just gave it the rock once.
But he's still got a shot to win the game. Sit the bowl, touch jack.
As we see, I think Max Jeffrey's gone a bit grey around the ears since they've moved him to skip. Oh, Maxie, one of the finest one, Max Jeffrey.
Yes, okay. Well, I think Kel would like to just touch this jack too around the corner, because
Well,
that would shut the gate on him.
Well, at the moment, the hit's on, isn't it? You know, I mean, the hit's on. If they really want to, I wouldn't be surprised if Kel comes round the back.
He's just trying to get around the back behind the blue. Now,
That's a very, very
Dean
good bowl
needs
there.
to trail it.
I think he's going to hit it, mate.
You
I
reckon
really
he's going to
do.
hit it?
I
Set it in the ditch?
think he'll hit it, mate.
Yeah. I thought if he played weight, say a couple of metres to
Yep.
touch the jack or sit the bowl. Lots of shots, lots of options there.
There are, and this is how they've been converting most afternoon, because the skips have had 2 or 3 options over Brett. You know what I mean? It makes it a
He's
lot
got his
easier.
own bowl in the ditch. If he does sink the jack,
Yeah.
he makes 2, because Dale's bowl's on the lip of the ditch. He's playing the shot I thought he might have played, but
He's
he's
got his
not.
own.
He's got his own.
Got his own.
Yeah,
Well, that's 2 shots.
yeah.
That's 2 shots.
Doesn't need to be.
Doesn't need to be played. You look at the masterboard,
Masterboards, it's well and truly got there. They've got
Yeah.
the game, the rink win as well.
and they're won by 2. So
Yeah.
very, very, very good win, and a great game of bowls.
It
that
was,
too.
yeah.
It was a great
Nice
game of bowls.
played. Good lead bowls played. Good conversions.
Heads were great. The conversion shots were good.
Yeah. Good all-round effort.
It was. As we see, young Nick has got a lead over there of 21-8 over Max Jeffro.
Yes.
But the loss goes down to Kurt Brown, though, because he started.
It does.
Doesn't go down to Maxie.
I'll get the card. We'll change it. See how he feels about that one.
And of course, this telecast is brought to you this afternoon by Niagara Therapeutical Company. They're here today. They're doing great work up here on the veranda, keeping everybody fit and healthy.
Yes, giving massages.
They certainly are. And of
Once
course-
again, didn't come near us.
Didn't come, no.
No.
And as always, Kiza, of course, sellers of great products for people that have got illnesses and that. And of course, Hollow World Narang, of course, owned by Kerry Cattell, who's here today watching her son Jaden play. He started off as a 2, now playing 3. So he might end up skipping this rink before it's over and done with.
You don't know.
The way they're moving things around.
Well,
But Robbie Allen had his first play with his new toy. And of course, a big call out to the Queensland under-15 singles champion, Sophie Allen, who's here
Sophie
today
Allen's
watching.
here. Would you like to say something, Sophie?
She'd pick up all of her talent from her auntie
sorry.
Tony, and grandmother, of course. And we're just going to do a quick interview. Great bowl there by Maxie. Hey, Sophie, come on board. Okay, Sophie, how you going?
Hi, I'm
Now,
good.
how's it feel?
Yeah, it feels alright.
Does that title sit well with you?
Yeah,
Under 15 state champion?
yeah.
Now, just tell us the truth here. Don't worry about your granddad. He's not here. He's not even listening to you, right? Now, how much of his influence, and besides your sister, who's really helped you immensely with her bowling knowledge, and she passes on to you, and of course your grandmother, Julie, you've obviously picked up her talent also, but how much input does your poppy have?
A lot.
Now, be truthful. Now, don't rush the answer. Just think about it.
He has helped me the whole way for everything.
You are joking.
I'm not joking.
No, he's a good lad, mate. You know that.
Yeah,
no,
he's
he
the one
has.
that got me into bowls.
And you're enjoying it, of course. And of course,
Yeah.
you're being coached at the Helensville Club by Lindsay Clark and
Aaron Sheriff.
Aaron Sheriff. And the thing that I was impressed about, not only the standard of play in the under-15s and the under-18s up at Toowoomba, but Aaron and Lindsay drove all that way up there to see your kids play, which I thought was absolutely a marvellous effort on behalf of club Helensville, and those two to give up a whole day going all the way up there, which just goes to show you how dedicated they are to keeping our great game going.
Yeah, it was good to have their support there.
Yeah. And it was, all joking aside, how many times have you been to bed with that medal around your neck?
Sorry?
How many times have you been to bed with that medal around your neck?
I was tempted the first night. I really wanted to. I wore it the whole way home.
Did you? Good girl.
Yeah.
Well, I was told that you went to sleep and were snoring on the way home, from what I was told.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, no, there's no secrets. Tony does tell.
Yeah.
She's smiling. But hey, Soph, really great. Have you enjoyed the game this afternoon?
Yeah, it was a good game.
Was it then some of the tactics you picked up a bit out of it, no doubt?
Yeah.
Seeing these great players, witnessing them play firsthand, and if you just watch the heads and the shots they play, the type of weight they play, with Lindsay and Aaron there, I'm sure you got a huge feature in our great game, and it's great to have you on board. And all we've got to do is now get us all back home safely.
Yeah.
And I notice Arnie Tony's going to drive you home, so it shouldn't take you too long to get home from here, I reckon, eh?
Yeah.
Hey, well done, Soph. Really congratulations, and your Poppy's very, very, very proud of you, I can assure you.
Thank you.
Okay, all the best. Thank you very much, Sophie. That's a delightful under-15 champion there, so take my hat off to Sophie, and great effort. And on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Team, as we said previously, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you this great event from up here at Club Kawana. If you're ever on the Sunshine Coast, I would highly recommend that you pop into this club. It's a wonderful destination, and
Sure is.
I can't get over how well they've done the club up, Gary. It's a credit to the board.
I don't know if they've had any renovations and that, but it's very plush inside.
No, they have. They
Yeah.
spent well in excess of $1 million on the place.
Oh, okay.
And I was just talking to one of their directors then, Gary, when I had a bit of a break, and he was telling me they've got over 15,000 members here now.
Wow.
460 bowling members.
Beautiful.
So club going very, very well.
Well, you
telling
wouldn't
me.
find too many clubs with the match day figures, would
No,
you?
it's a wonderful achievement by the club. As we're just watching the end of this game here between Nick and Max Jeffrey now. Max, of course, been
How are you, mate?
been pumped up to skip.
Well, Maxie just played a bomb. He had a run at the head and he was down, I think, and he created 4 shots out of it.
Yeah, he played a great bowl there, Maxie. But of course, Max does play a lot of bowls that skip too.
Well,
though.
he does.
You know,
He does. I think his value, with all due respect to Max, and I know he can, for some of these blokes can play in any position, but he's a very valuable lead, isn't he?
Oh, well, he gives you that start that you require,
He does.
doesn't he?
And, as you and I well know, one of the very first players selected in any team is the lead.
Ever so true.
You get some bloke who can dob them on most of the time, which Maxie is prone to do.
Yes.
Despite the fact that he can play in other positions, his value as a lead is more particularly to the benefit, I would think, of any Paws team.
No, he has played very well, that's for sure. And he plays any position very well, Gary. But young man here too that I do rate highly is young Jaden Cattell. I think his future's very bright in our great game also. He's a very capable young player.
Of course he is. Now look, Shuey's...
Yeah, Shuey's...
Oh, he's played terrific weight there. He's got that traditional left-right head movement, hasn't he?
Well, he has. Well, I mean, it's a delivery that you would never want to teach anyone, Ian Schubert's delivery. It just seems to be all over the place, you
reckon?
Well, yeah. You see Jaden Cattell's delivery there. It's a very compact delivery. It's like we're watching from another rink, so we can't go behind it, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
we can't shift the cameras at
Great
this
bowl
stage.
there by young Jaden once again.
Yeah, another good shot from Jaden.
Corey Wedlock, g'day, Corey. How are you, my friend?
And Nick is saying they got 2.
Yep.
Shuey's just asking a question.
Yeah, you got that right, Corey. My H has been a bit wet up here, mate, the last few days.
He appears to be playing a bit of weight at this, Shuey. And what's Nick got in mind here? He's set the... I think that's a wonderful shot.
Yep.
From what I can gather, it's probably given him more than one. So Maxie's scratching where he's not itchy now.
Yeah.
And look at Brownie. I mean, his day hasn't improved, has it? I mean, I love the guy, and we all do. And he's a terrific young bloke, and I've always liked Brownie right from when I first met him way back in Bribey, in the state champion in pairs, mixed pairs. Well, I don't know why I liked him, because he beat me.
Did he?
Section, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Trouble with these blokes, particularly when you play with women, mate. They
Well,
always want to win, don't
Well,
they?
that's it. And he had this
Always wanna
lovely lady. I can't remember who she was now, but forgiveness to you, lady. But they out-bowled us on that day, and he won the section and went on to win the title. But
So you
But
put
I-
him on the path to victory, mate.
Well, I sort of helped his cause.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
You put him on the path to
But I've
victory.
always liked the kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was just one of those sort of blokes that you couldn't help but like.
Yeah.
He used to get very cranky with himself.
So we see Maxie having a bit of a look at
He's a
this. He's,
younger
he's
man.
playing with a bit of weight. You see his bowl come into play here now. He's maybe on his... he got
What's he done? Oh, he's whistled his way through there, but I don't know whether he said no, maybe we got one here, I don't know.
So we
So
see
here
Wayne
comes young
Turley
Nicky
and
Carl.
Kira Burke in the background. Both of them had outstanding games today with a sensational win by that rink, Wayne Turley's rink, of
Well-
39-6.
Well, I just had a talk with Graham Shillington down there, and he said he himself, Shillo, played an absolute whopper today.
Is that right? He won 24-10 by the looks of
Yeah,
it.
he said, I haven't played as well as that for quite some months. And I said, I think you're having a lend to me, Shillo, because I've never known him to play bad, have you?
You can every now and again, as we all can.
Yeah.
See Max just slipping past the head
Yeah,
there.
what's he done? No,
No,
they're
there's
saying,
nothing.
oh, the Kawana boys are holding up 3
Yep.
fingers now. Nicky Carl's got last bowl, and he took all before him in the juniors at Toowoomba, didn't he?
Nick's played an outstanding game here today. I've
Yeah.
been watching some of his conversion shots while we've been watching our
he
televised rink.
He won 3 gold medals at Toowoomba and a silver medal in the under-18s. Look at his done here.
Nick has played
He
some
got 4.
He's played some outstanding bowls here today. He certainly has. I mean, he's still only 17. I think he turns 18 another couple of weeks.
Well, he's out of the juniors now. He can't play in the juniors again.
Well, because there's no events on until he turns up.
Well, that's
turns
right.
18,
That's
so-
exactly right.
Yeah.
And he was unable to be selected in the Queensland State junior team
Yeah.
to take on New South Wales in the middle of the year because he'll be too old.
Yes. Bit like us in the
At
over
18, and he's told that he's too old.
In the over 60s, mate, we're too old for that now too, buddy.
Well, I don't know how old Special K is, but I'll tell you what, he wouldn't be far off playing in the over 60s, would he? How old's he? 50-something or other?
Who's that?
Kelvin.
No.
He would be.
No, I think he's only early 50s, mate.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Early 50s.
He's
got a long way
really
to go.
fit. Well, he's only got half a dozen years and he'll be in the over 60s.
Probably a bit more than that. He's still got a few years.
Righto,
to go.
so now here comes Brownie. Can he resurrect his day somewhat?
Well,
Because the man we love so much hasn't really done much damage today. He's got a better bowl there.
a lot of pressure on him. He's come home to his old club and he's tried to perform.
Yeah.
Been completely outplayed by this team from Kawana Thunder.
Well, they have.
They certainly have. And this chap here, Anthony Hughes, has led up absolutely magnificently for him today.
Yeah.
Looked over there numerous times and seen his bowls around the head.
And Nicky Carl, let's not forget that he's now out of the juniors, but during the time that he was playing in the state junior championships, which goes back to 4 or 5 years,
Yep.
the young man captured 13 gold medals.
Well, if he ever melts them, he'd be worth a fortune.
Well, he won't. He could set him on that artificial rock down at Tweed Edge, couldn't he? The golden nugget.
The golden
He could make a real one.
He could make his own nugget.
He could make a real one as
13
big as
gold
that
medals.
fake rock.
13 gold medals. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend we've got 2 cracking games to bring you. Next weekend we've got a double-header weekend, and the first game, which is going to be a crack of a game, the Ryan Bester-led Broadbeach against the Sean Baker-led Victoria Point. Now, what a crack of a game that'll
Well,
be
there's a good shot from the Tweed.
from Chloe Stewart.
Was it close, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the next day on Sunday next week, starting at 1
1
p.m.
o'clock, we're off to Pine River.
We're off to Pine Rivers to showpiece Pine Rivers versus Algester. And what a crack of a game that should be. What a great weekend of bowls we've got coming up next weekend.
That's it. It never stops, does it?
Nah, it's fantastic, mate. The more live streaming we do, the more I like doing it. It's
Me too.
just fantastic to be able to bring our
Well done, Ant.
showcase our
Good on
great
you,
game.
mate. Oh, Anthony
Showcase our
Williams.
great game. So
Anthony Williams just walked past, and I think it looks as though he just shot his dog.
yes,
Someone shot his dog. He's looking very
You can see
very
there's
downcast.
the atmosphere here this afternoon, though, considering the conditions being very damp and overcast and not very inviting, but
No.
mate, a wonderful crowd we have here. It's, it's amazing.
They're on this timber deck, aren't they? They're jam-packed. And
They're also around the green, and they're all over, so, you know.
so this, now that this is being the final end, they're playing, it's all over bar the shouting, and it's going to be a victory to, look at that lovely shot, and Nick's taking his hat off because he's man, and I haven't got the sheet here to tell you who it is, but
one reason these young kids, when they're only 18, take their hat off because they've still got a full head of hair.
well, that's it.
Not like us, mate. We're going bald.
No.
Hey, our solar panels don't work when we take our head off these days, mate. Hey. A great bowl there by Ian Schubert. He really has played an outstanding game here this afternoon. His contribution to his
not
team.
Schubert.
Yeah, that's the one. I was close.
Yeah, I knew you were close.
18 years in the front row, mate. I never said I was
Well,
smart.
Schubert, he was a musician, wasn't
Was
he?
he? Was he?
I think he was.
What did he compose?
I've got no idea, but he would have done a couple of symphonies.
Would he? I'll do more than a
I
couple.
don't know that Shuey can do that. He stick to his bowls.
Stick to his bowls.
There he
Ian's
comes.
delivery.
He's got the little head going left and right, as he usually does, just to try and track the bowl. He's got too much.
A lot of experience in that bowl, mate. It's very close to his bowls bag, but he doesn't realise that, yes, this is his last end.
It's the last end, and they're all standing on the bank there eating a roast pork roll, which is very nice. I just had one. Yeah, we don't know what's happened here, but I think he's missed everything, hasn't he?
Looks that way.
I was kind of hoping that somebody, because the Broadbeach game started at 3 p.m, round about the same time as this one, that somebody at Broadbeach might have sent through
some results,
but unfortunately it doesn't mean forthcoming.
I don't think they would have played by looks of the bomb sites anywhere.
Well,
like it is on the screen
well,
there.
yeah, we did see that, didn't we? Now all the other games have commenced because it's 5:45 now, and the other 4 matches were all due to start at 5 p.m.
It's 5:45.
Yeah.
Wonder why I was getting so tired.
Well, you're ready for a nap, eh?
Well, it's nearly my bedtime. There's a wonderful atmosphere.
What have we got? Just a couple of remaining bowls to come.
With looks as though the combination of Nick and Shuey holding a couple of shots.
Yeah,
there,
and they're going to win the game, aren't they? But it's the only rink that they're going to capture. And unfortunately for the Kawana Thunder boys and girls, the big win to Wayne Turley. Now, Max, he's created something here.
He's killed it.
Well, he was
at least 3 down.
Well, he was.
And
now,
great bowl there by Max.
Now, what's happened? Oh,
he's got a toucher in the ditch.
And he's now got.
And that's one over.
He's one. I think the one in the ditch. The other one's Shuey's bowl.
That's Shuey's bowl, yes.
Yeah. So he's got one. And there's a nice one if he stays up, and he has. Well, that's Nicky Carr. Is there anything this kid can't do?
He's played an outstanding game here this afternoon. He really
I
has.
think he's drawn a shot there with that.
Oh,
one,
he has.
He must
I think Shuey's got shot, but I think it's.
You reckon?
If not shot, it's got at least second shot. So we can see the clouds there in the background. So
and here comes Maxi Jappe with his final delivery, and it looks as though he's going swimming.
He's gone in the ditch.
He has. So they're all shaking hands, and it's a clear-cut victory to.
As we see a good shot there of Kerry Cattell and Rhonda Holmes. And there's Nick's mother.
And the Tweed Ospreys, I think, have won 71-51.
Yep.
If that's correct.
Well,
anyway, it's a good 20-shot victory to Tweed, which will cement their position in the top 5. I doubt that they could slip any lower than 3, depending on how Helensvale went.
Yep.
But I'll just pass you back to Brian for some acknowledgments.
Well, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you this great game here this afternoon. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I think the bowls has been absolutely outstanding. We've witnessed some great conversion shots by the thirds and the skips, and the leads and the seconds setting it up in the head for them to be able to play these shots. On behalf of Robbie Allen, our director of everything, whose knowledge is unbelievable, isn't it, Gary?
Oh,
His knowledge?
second to none.
I've said it 3 times this
He's got
afternoon.
his
mate.
new toy over there.
What is
He wouldn't call the Queen his auntie. Have a look.
Have a go at it. He's got more buttons and things to push over there than
Well,
take a stick at.
Just by the way, too, Brian, while you're there, Ryan Best has come online, and he said he's watching. Rhino, how did you go today? Did you play, and if so, did you win? There's Nigel. Nigel Smith. Just before we shut down, if we could have one more minute until Rhino can answer the
give us
question.
a score, please, mate.
Yeah,
Please.
did you play, and if so, did you win?
It's been a pleasure bringing you this too from Club Kawana. I must thank the host club, Club Kawana, for their wonderful hospitality up here today, and really has been first class, their facilities. If you happen to be at the Sunshine Coast, I'd recommend that you call in here and say hi to everybody. It's a wonderful facility. It's brand spanking new by the looks of it. Lovely car park. The inside interior been done up, very modernised. But on behalf of Queensland Premier League and of course Keezer and Hollywold Narang, and of course our major sponsor of the Gold Coast Tweed District Bowling Association, which is Niagara Therapeutical Company, and Craig and the boys are here. They're doing a great job. They really have gone around helping everybody with sore necks and sore knees and sore backs and sore everything. Haven't they? Has Ryan got back to you as yet?
Not quite. Tim Swanson is watching. We're just about to wrap it up, Tim, as you'd be aware, and I think you were here with us earlier on. We'd like to also thank Brett Clifford for his input with his expert comments.
Absolutely,
And,
absolutely first class there. Bretto is a very voluntary member of our commentary team these days.
We're all volunteers.
We're all volunteers.
Yeah, I'm still just hoping Robbie's just going to keep us switched on for just another moment until Ryan, we'll have to ring him, so Ryan Bester can come back with a result of today's game at Broad Beach.
So on our rink, we saw a win to Kelvin Kerkow's rink over Dean and Dale Mcwhinney. So a great win by Kelvin. And first class.
And
Nothing coming on board. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to wrap this up.
Yep.
So on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, just look at your phones in the comments. There'll be results put up there if their games are being played. So just keep an eye on that. And next week, as I said, double header. What a great weekend we've got. Broad Beach Saturday
and Pine River Sunday.
2 outstanding games. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Gold Coast Tweed District Media team, a big thank you. Enjoy your bowls and support your club. Thank you very much.
Good.